All right, guys. Good morning. It is a beautiful Friday, January 31st, the last day of January. Oh, man. I'm drinking my coffee, but I'm out of milk. It's unfortunate. How is everybody doing today? We got a lot of gappers today, specifically some of the coronavirus stocks are running up again. And my wife, Carol, will be here before the open to trade with us today. So it should be a fun day. Let me know how you're doing in the chat. Also, guys, we've been having issues, that first 30-45 minutes of the stream, people have been having trouble joining up the stream. They say it's blank. They say when they click it, it's blank. So let me know if you're having those same issues today as well. How's the sound volume? Let me know how that is too. Alright, guys, so I'm gonna let the music play for one more second, and then we are going to start with the news team. Good morning, all. Should have bought the Amazon. Yeah, man, Amazon going crazy this morning. Positive earnings. I've got the song stuck in my head. It's like bloom, do 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 do. Got it stuck in my head. I picked out some new music, as you can hear though. Let me know what you think about this song right here. I'm gonna play it in a second after this song. We'll have you guys vote on the music. Get some Gladiator style, Yeah, a lot of gaps, man. I mean, I know this song's dope. I like this song. This is my new favorite song, probably. This one and a few other ones. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this one. This was the one I'm kind of torn at. I kind of like it, but I kind of dislike it too. It reminds me too much of like 50s. You know what I mean? When I hear this song, I just picture a bunch of people in the 50s just going to work with their top hats on. You know what I mean? That's what I picture listening to this song. But it's kind of a good beat for an old school type beat. It's kind of good. I don't hate it. I can kind of get into it. What? Oh, man. Nice, Luke. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? Jay, man. What do y'all think? Thumbs up or down? Good or bad? Let me know in the chat. If you like the song or if you dislike the song, let me know. Hey, nice. Welcome, Luke. Hey, let's win this thing, dude. Let's win this thing, bro. We got this, man. Right, the beat's kind of cool, right? I can kind of get down with the beat. Yeah, Las Vegas. Like I said, when I hear it, I think of like the mid 50s with a bunch of people going to work at their big corporations with top hats on and suitcases. That's what I think of. Genesis Block had the best comment ever, man. Genesis Block says, "Smoking pipes in your Model T on the way to work for the Rothschilds." I like it, man. That's about accurate, probably. You know. And then this song sounds like a bird is dying in the background. You know? Am I lying or no? Alright, hold on, guys. I gotta mute myself. I gotta ask my wife something, so hold on. Alright. Alright, guys, let's look up some news. It's that time. I've talked about nonsense all morning. It's time to look up news. Alright, so we got a few gappers. I'm going to just start at the top of the list with Navistar here. With NAV. NAV is had the price target announced for $35 a share, which it actually broke. It was cut to neutral from outperform. Sorry guys, I'm trying to debate on whether I want to keep this song or not. It's too sad, man. I think it's genuinely too sad for this type of music. It sounds too much like 90s Tekken. What's up, Tin? What's up, Kent? What's up, Brian? I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling that one. That one's too serious right now. It's too hyper right now. Maybe towards the open, when like the opening bell rings, we can play that thing. But yeah. I gotta turn this music down so I can focus, guys. Y'all are making me lose focus, man. Stop it. Alright. Alright. So, NAV gapping up after it reached a deal from it with an offer from Volkswagen truck unit. And I'm going to go ahead and read this. This is from Dow Jones Newswires. For NAV, it says, quote, "It's up an extended hour session Thursday after the commercial truck and bus manufacturer said Volkswagen AG's subsidiary Traton SE has offered to buy it for $35 a share in cash. Navistar board and advisors will, quote, carefully review and evaluate the proposal, end quote. So a possible buyout for NAV from Volkswagen, and its price target was 35. It's over that now. We'll see if it can hold these moves, and we'll see if that ends up happening. But that's number one on my list is NAVE. We also have NNVC, which everybody knows is a virus stock. This is a virus-related stock, gapping up on hype of the virus. We got LLIT here gapping up some as well. We could take a look. Alright, so yeah, basically, NNVC, just to go back to this one really quick, NNVC is just up because they put out something that said they confirmed they have been working on a treatment for the novel Wuhan coronavirus. I mean, of course they confirmed it. I thought that was pretty open knowledge. That was pretty open info. Everybody knew that already, but that's why NNVC is up, and that's why NVAX is up as well, and INO, and all these other virus stocks. That's why they're moving up lately, at least. But like I said, we're looking at LLIT here, which does have a pretty solid gap up. I'm not seeing anything right now, though. Yeah, I don't see why LLIT is up. If you know, let me know, because I'm not seeing the catalyst for this one specifically. We got ADRO gapping up some. I can take a look, see if it shows anything for this one really quick. Nothing, except for price target. Now to the really big one that everybody's talking about, which is Amazon. I'm pretty sure this was good earnings here for Amazon. So yeah, price target was raised a few times by a few different companies. What went down with Amazon here is that in after hours yesterday, fourth quarter earnings came out, and they were much better than the street expectations. And they also had good guidance for the first quarter revenue that straddled the views for AMZN. So good earnings, online revenue, and so yeah, that's what's going down. So positive earnings and revenue that was in line with what they expected. And so Amazon is up because of it. Like we said, Amazon is certainly going to take over the world one day. And, this thing is just going crazy. So we'll see what happens. But Amazon is up to over 2K, over 2,000. Went as high as $21,300 or $2,133.74. So a pretty big move for Amazon, and it's certainly worth the watch today. But yeah, positive earnings and inline revenue. So we'll see what happens with it. That's what's going down with Amazon. It was also upgraded a few times after those earnings, obviously, but yeah, that's what's going down with it. We also have Flex, F-L-E-X here, F-L-E-X. This is the music I like for trading. It's like happy music, Alright, so Flex, like I said, Flex came out with fourth quarter revenue. So Flex came out with third quarter revenue that was better than expectation. Fourth quarter guidance that was the same as Street View, and the stock is up. So again, very similar to Amazon. Flex came out with good third quarter results that were better than expected, and fourth quarter guidance that was about the same as what they were expecting. And so either break even or positive for earnings with Flex. We'll see what happens here, gapping up from $12.94 to $14.35. But yeah, it's an earnings play as well. We also have RETA gapping up, low volume, no CL. I'm just taking a look, see if we can find anything else that I might not have talked about. CL maybe is gapping up, and I'm sure this one's probably tradable. This one is fourth quarter earnings and revenue estimates. So yeah, they put out fourth quarter EPS of 75 cents per share for CL, compared with the 70 cents a year ago and above the Capital IQ estimate of 72. So yeah, good fourth quarter EPS, higher than expected and better than last year. We got APT moving a little bit. We got WKHS, which is Workhorse. We got WDC, which is gapping up, which is Western Digital. This one's worth a look as well. So yeah, they put out something that said that they had positive, upbeat earnings forecasts. And then they said, quote, "There isn't much here to dislike. The tone of the call was one of the best we have heard all earnings season," end quote. And that was Cohen and Company analyst Carl Ackerman. He also said, quote, "Most notably, the company articulated it expects NAND gross margins will progress towards its long-term target of 35 to 40% in the second half of 2020, as the company should be the primary beneficiary of improving supply and demand dynamics and faster than expected share gains in enterprise solid-state drives." He reiterated his outperform rating and $88 price target. And again, that was all quoting from Dow Jones Newswires. And so good earnings for WDC as well here. And it's gapping up from 66.96 to 7.35. We got Lake here again, not doing too much. We got DECK, DECK, which looks all right. Gapping up, might as well take a look at it, I guess. So DECK saw EPS fourth quarter EPS of 35 to 45 cents a share versus the 67-cent estimate. It saw sales of 392 million to 402 million versus the 422 estimate, and saw fiscal year 2020 EPS of $9.40 to $9.50 versus the 9.75 estimate. Sales were a little bit better than expected. EPS for fiscal year 2020 was a little bit better than expected, but sales from last year were lower than expected. It's still gapping up some to show it with DECK, and so we'll watch that one as well. We also have IBM here. IBM. So IBM had a CEO change. CEO Ginny Rometty is stepping down from IBM in April, and Arvind Krishna will take over. And that's what's going down with IBM. So yeah, so like I said, the CEO Ginny Rometty is stepping down from IBM in April, and Arvind Krishna will take over in April. And that's what's going down with IBM. I guess people are bullish on that sentiment for it. VRTX gapping up some. mRNA, another virus stock, gapping up a little bit here. And so yeah, we can also look at some gap downs, which is WWE. And who knew WWE was a publicly traded company, man? That is so weird. But WWE is down. It saw some executive departures and lower guidance for WWE, and it's down because of it. Again, this was executive departures. Some executives left, and the company ousted co-presidents and downgraded fourth quarter expectation. So yeah, we'll see what happens with this one. It's worth a watch though. For WWE. And yeah, I mean, we got a few other small gap downs, but mostly virus stocks are gapping up today. Just in overall movers, we have AMD, we have Cron, no, not Cron, we have AMD, we have MU, we have Tesla, which has been super volatile lately. And so we got a few other just minor movers here, but yeah, that's what I'm watching right now. And then I could go over the overall market, which everybody's kind of freaking out about the coronavirus again. Stock went pretty high yesterday in after hours, but it's still down in pre-market to 327s. We'll see what happens. We'll see if the market responds to this coronavirus scare and what really happens. Sorry, catching back up on the chat. Oh, which one, Jay? NNVC developing a vaccine for coronavirus, bud me. Yeah. Lost first day because of commissions by $5. Morning, guys. Hey, that's cool, Ben. Small loss, brother. What's up, Jay? What do you think about Elon's new song, Don't Doubt Your Vibe? What do you think it means? I don't know. I haven't heard it, honestly. I haven't heard it. So, yeah, we're going to look up the overall market news today real quick. All right, so this is the ETF preview. I'm going to go ahead and quote this. And again, this is from MT Newswires. As the death toll from the virus climbed to more than 200 and affected 9,692 people in China, the World Health Organization on Thursday declared a global emergency to prevent further spread of the virus in other parts of the world, especially countries with poor healthcare systems, according to Reuters. No deaths have been reported in other countries aside from China, it added, but in economic news, China's Purchasing Manager Index declined 50 this morning from 50.2 in December 2019, though the reading was within economists' forecasts in a Reuters survey. Meanwhile, and this is still quoting again from MT Newswires, meanwhile, the UK will leave the European Union at the stroke of midnight Brussels time, and Desjardins said, little will have really changed since the transition period is expected to last until the end of the year. In short term, the broker said post-Brexit negotiations will be difficult and could lead to uncertainty and volatility in the financial market. Desjardins said it expects a lull to present uncertainties as well as a rebound of certain indicators to be short-lived. We can go over the commodities, with crude being up 0.8%. The U.S. oil fund is down 0.2%. Natural gas is up 0.3%, and the U.S. natural gas fund is down 0.1%. Gold is down 0.3%. The Spider Gold Trust is up 0.1%. Silver is down 0.8%. And the iShares Silver Trust is quiet, even. Again, this is all quoting from MT Newswire, so we'll see what happens with the market. Kind of a scary time, guys. It's kind of a scary time. I'm kind of scared, you know. The happy one? All right, we're gonna get Mitch in here. Unfortunately, brother, the happy song isn't super descriptive. I'll check you out though. Hold on, man. I'm sure I'll play it again. If you see it again, just be like this song, and I'll tell it to you. Let me see. Let me get Mitch in here. Yo, what's up? This is too loud.
Hello.
Yo, what's up, man? There we go. All right, let me know how that sound is, guys. There we go. Because I'm doing stuff, Hero, man. I'm doing stuff, bro. You gotta let me finish my stuff, man. Oh. What are some safe calls we could buy today, you think? I don't know, man. I'm not much of the call guy, honestly.
Buy Apple.
Yeah, buy Apple. Do it. Do it now. You know, I'm just kidding. Don't do it. You could do it. I don't know. It's just, I don't have... Honestly, I don't have $2,000 to buy one share, and I think if you're going to buy Apple, it needs to be long-term.
I'm just mad at myself, John.
Why?
Man, because when I first started trading, Amazon was at $700.
Yeah, Amazon going crazy, bro. And
could you imagine? I would like a $700 position right now.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, you're gonna make like $1,400 a share, but like that was also like years and years ago, you know.
Yeah, but you know, it just goes to show you, you know, one of the things that I've thought about doing in the kind of the future is, you know how a lot of kids like a lot of stuff on their birthdays.
Yeah.
I think, you know, as a parent, sometimes we got to make better decisions for our children. And, you know, what I think is, what at least I want to do, and when I have kids, is I would really like to try to buy them a couple shares from, you know, top companies every birthday, something like that.
But not Amazon right now. Sorry to interrupt.
You could even buy it today, bro.
Dude,
You
I'm
could
not.
buy it today.
Look, I'm
You can
comfortable.
buy it today.
I'm comfortable where I live, but I'm not buy my kid a $2,000 birthday present comfortable. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm not that
you don't have
comfortable,
to,
bro.
You don't have to get the whole share.
You can Robin Hood it up, you know?
Yeah, fraction it. You know?
Yeah.
It might sound dumb, man, but at the end of the day, you know, it's like I'm saying, if you did that for every single birthday, you'd be looking good.
Right, but that's also spending two G's a birthday, man. As a parent, I ain't buying my kid 2 G's.
I didn't say you always had to do Amazon.
And no, I feel you. Like if you buy them like Microsoft, which is a much cheaper stock,
exactly.
or
Apple, or Disney.
Right.
You know, $140 stock, and you get them a share. You know,
right.
I think it's, you know, in the long run, you know, 18 years, 20 years down the line, you're not going to give them the biggest portfolio, but you could definitely give them a great start.
Right, 100%. Listen, yeah, what you're saying is absolutely true, which is that if you buy one share of a really good company every year, by the time they're 18, 19, you know, however old, and you start from when they were like a year old, they're going to have a strong portfolio. That's going to pay for their college. You know what I mean? They're going to have at least, they're most likely going to have, you know, a solid portfolio that could possibly pay for their college, you know.
I don't know about you, John. I'd sure be happy today if I had a share of Amazon 10 years ago. Even one share.
Honestly,
I would still be happy.
The one that really hurts as a trader is Bitcoin. That's the one that hurts, man. That's the one that hurts. Bitcoin, $20. People just loaded up 10 G's now.
John, I promise you, 2009, I almost got $1,000 in Bitcoin.
Honestly,
2009.
I almost bought some too, but only because my poker website wanted me to pay in Bitcoin. And so I almost bought like 10 Bitcoin just to play poker with, right? And I would have loved that, unless I would have lost it. That would have been terrible. But I would have loved that, you know. Instant 5 G's.
Especially with poker and kind of back then, a Bitcoin was used for, let's say, not the best trusted transactions.
Yeah, right.
Let's just say I wasn't trying to use it on the most trusted transaction either.
Cough.
So
Silk Road, cough.
Yeah. So you know, you learn your lesson, and the fun part is man, I had a friend that actually did buy some, has it on a hard drive, can't find the hard drive.
That hurts. That would suck.
You know how bad that is. Oh man. I know this kid. He's still looking for it.
I bet he would. I'd still be looking too, man. You know.
He's like, one day I'm gonna find that hard drive. It's not even that much. I think it was like $200 or something like that he got stuck with just because he never used it, and he just completely forgot about it.
Yeah. Honestly, when I was a kid, my equivalent of Bitcoin as a kid was Pokemon cards, man. When I was a kid, everybody was all about those Pokemon cards, dude. Everybody was trading. I got Charizard, what's up? You know, I'll trade you for this, you know, gambling with Pokemon cards. You know, that's what it was all about when I was a kid, and I ended up just throwing all mine away. Apparently they're like worth money now, but like I threw all mine away. I'm still mad about it, you know. My mom probably threw it away, really, you know.
Guess we still got those holographics though.
Honestly, dude, one Christmas, all I got was a bunch of ball and Pokemon cards. One Christmas, that's all I got. A bunch of cardboard, you know, rectangles. That's it. You know.
Hey, those were good times.
Right, they were.
When you used to tell your parent, "Take me to Toys R Us."
Right. Right.
I want to buy me a pack of cards.
Right. My parents never brought me to Toys R Us though, dude. Toys R Us was hella expensive, dude.
Yeah, Toys R Us has been expensive.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's get into some news. I know we're going on our little tangents. We like to have fun.
Right.
Let's cover a little bit of stocks here. So some stocks. I like VKTX. This stock actually coming out with better than expected EPS and sales results. I think this stock could start coming back. You know, it's really hit on the daily chart, down significant amount. It could start making its way back up here. Just watch it today. I think you got to see it get over 650 with a bunch of volume to really show you the momentum. If the momentum's not there in the stock, don't even think about it. But if it is there, you can definitely take a look. VKTX.
Yeah.
That is Vertex Pharmaceuticals. All right, we got also EA. EA here, guys. EA is starting to make its move back. If you look at it on the weekly chart, we had this big bottoming at $100. I think that's very important pricing for it. Now that it bottomed out there, it'd come back somewhere, I think, near the 104s. But I really think EA is heading towards that 120. You can see it kind of like on the weekly chart up here at this resistance area. I really do think in the long run, EA is going to be able to break out, get to 120s. And a lot of people are putting out kind of price targets in the 126. So EA shares are trading lower after the company reported worse than expected Q3 sales. But what's going on here is UBS maintained a buy on EA and raised their price target to 126. They were at 122 and they raised it to 126. You also got another raise from another kind of analyst to a buy, and UBS maintained their buy. I think this is definitely a strong stock. Video games are definitely supposed to take off this year with kind of new gaming systems coming out, new expected from Xbox and PlayStation. And with that, of course, these gaming kind of companies should come out with some new games, put them out there on the map, give them a good boost in their earnings. So let's see what happens. And we'll definitely take an eye on those video games. I know I pay attention to these stocks. I think it's one that, this is a pure example, John, of one that I might have bought my son if I had one back then in let's say 2010, 2011 area. Man, this thing was $30.
Yeah. And I think
you could have been like, I believe in EA Sports,
Right. I could feel that. Like EA is one of the ones that'll probably be around for a while. I mean, I don't like them as a gamer. I hate EA because they are just corporate, greedy company. But for the same reasons I hate them, I probably think they have some longevity in them. You know what I mean?
Exactly. They have the games. Right. They hold down the games. They hold down the titles. And that's important.
Right.
I'll tell you right now, guys, people are going to be playing NBA games or Madden for a long time.
Right.
It ain't going to go away from one year to another. And so those are the kinds of things that I'm talking about as an investor. We're really a day trading channel here, guys, but we like to also talk about investment because at the end of the day, that's the industry that we're in. Whether we're day traders or investors, we like to talk about this. I think it's definitely a great approach to taking. When you're an investor, you really got to look at it as 5 years, 10 years down the line on what you think the stock's going to do, not necessarily on what the stock is at today.
Exactly.
All right, guys. Another good one that I like today, guys, is WKHS. I know there's a lot of earnings and we can go through them, but I just want to bring up some of the stocks that I'm interested in today. This one got a price rating of a buy to $6. The reason I like WKHS is really because of the story of the U.S. trucking industry struggling. This is kind of my major story for the day. Is I wanted to bring up really about U.S. trucking. So U.S. trucking is kind of, you can just think about it as the whole industry, but you could also take a look at kind of one of the major trucking stocks, which is USAK. I'm going to use this as an example to show you the chart on what's happening in the industry. Okay, so you could clearly see from this chart, once you get this pulled up, you could clearly see that we've been trying to break out. It broke out in 2018. It went all the way up there. It looked like it was going to continue going through the 30s. And what ended up happening is really the industry started taking a turn for the worse. And it's really been in a decline all through that 2018 through 2019. And now we're holding down at the lows. And the reason why it really is the trucking industry has been really taking a hit on kind of a whole bunch of areas. But a lot of it has to do with kind of e-commerce and different kind of industries doing different supply chain. And so what ends up happening is they really need to innovate and kind of master their strategies again. How do I think these companies can master their strategy? Is by changing towards the electrical game. And that's why I actually like WKHS, because that's what WKHS is really about. They're about electrical trucking. They're trying to get big contracts with government and kind of big companies to supply them with electrical trucking. And I think this company can really do it. They've already gotten some big contracts from USPS, and I think in the long run, you could definitely see probably USPS in electrical vehicles. It would be a good thing for the government to use electrical vehicles because, of course, you got the emissions worry and stuff like that. So it could definitely help out in that sense. So this is one that I'll be looking at, guys. WKHS. We'll see if it spikes up today and gets some momentum. All right, that's going to be mainly it for me. Now we can go into kind of some bigger news. You did see Amazon go absolutely crazy. You saw those holiday sales, John?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Amazon ripping up, man. I think it was good. It was good earnings and that were better than expected, and then guidance that was in line, I think is what they said, right?
Yeah, it's a lot to do with the holiday sales being ridiculously over the expected amount.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know how anyone even thinks that this is going to go the other way.
Well, I know this.
In the holidays, at least.
My bad for interrupting you, but I know this, right? I know for my kids this year, we bought everything on Amazon. Except for like a few small things. Literally everything they got for Christmas, we ordered on Amazon. And I think that's becoming more and more common because it's just way easier. Who wants to go shopping in that chaos? Why not just click a button, get it a few weeks before Christmas, and be done, you know?
The question always I ask myself in this kind of decade and kind of generation is the convenience question. Yeah. Is there a better way for me to conveniently do it? And if there is a way, I'd invest in that one.
Yeah, for sure.
Because majority is going to go to that. It's going to go to the convenience. And the convenience is click on the Amazon, boom, boom, send it to my house. Yeah. I don't have to worry about it.
Right. And as they get bigger as a company, they're going to start making that even easier. Like they have like, at this point, they have drones that literally fly out and drop stuff on people's doorstep. And so as they get more and more successful, it's just going to become easier for them to give people that convenience. And that's going to cause them to take over the world, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of funny you bringing that up. I brought that up yesterday with UPS. Yeah, man. Actually, they're starting their drone delivery in the University of California. Nice. Their medical campus. So imagine it. It's delivering medical devices, delivering kind of medicine and stuff like that. Really, really stuff that, you know, is going to test the ability of them to deliver and then take it to a mass scale.
Yeah, so I think they're going to be pushing the sector forward, even if they're not going forward, because everybody, in order to stay relevant, they're going to have to compete with Amazon with those technological improvements, and I think that's going to just cause the overall mail order sector to go up and to get better.
Yep. Another thing that's helping Amazon is really cutting delivery times to 1 day for Prime members was a hit. You know, most people thought that was going to be too costly for Amazon to continue doing, but it actually turned out to really help them. And when you looked at their delivery, I remember this, and this was in December. Their delivery was better than FedEx and UPS. So if they're able to be more efficient in delivery in their supply chain, and then also they're able to get it to you faster, why not use Amazon?
Right. I'm using Amazon all day, you know?
Exactly. So, and Amazon has talked about how this year they do want to start their drone delivery. They're definitely going to get into it. It's just a matter of time on where they're going to release it. Right. But yeah, Amazon, the monster.
Taking over the world. Yeah.
If I called Tesla the dragon, right, Amazon would be the monster.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, guys, that's going to pretty much do it for me. I'll be paying attention to the Tesla Dragon today as we continue moving on up and have gapped up, and we'll probably continue moving on up. It's definitely a surprising thing to see the evaluation and story in Tesla. But hey, we're up there,
Ready?
guys.
Alright. So my wife's here. She's getting her coffee though.
That's a must.
Yeah. Man, look at this big bottle of water she's got. She carries this thing around, man. It's the snootiest water ever, man. You know? Look at this bottle of water, man. She doesn't need this. Why don't you just get a regular bottle? It's glass. It's got a cork. It's just water.
Oh man, it reminds me of one of those like hydro flasks or the Yetis that are like 50, 60 bucks. I'm like, yo.
Right. Why? Unless I'm climbing Mount Everest, I don't need that, you know?
Yeah, I'll go the $20 one I got on Amazon.
Right. Probably works just as good, you know? Oh, my laptop, it's over there.
Amazon gives you free stuff.
Yeah. Amazon will. I sell on Amazon, man, and you got scammers, dude. Scammers, they'll order something from Amazon, and then they'll say they received an empty box. And Amazon doesn't care, dude. Amazon's just like, oh, what? Buyer's unhappy? Instant refund, but I'm taking it out of the seller's account, no matter what. You know, just constant scamming from people on Amazon. Hey, shout out to my Mr. Wright. Thank you for the subscribe, bro. Welcome to the team, man. Like I said, guys, hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every day. So subscribe to our channel. If you click the bell, you'll get a notification every time we go live. My wife Carol's gonna be here today, and she's here right now.
All right, guys, let's test you guys. I want to test you guys out right now. If you guys want to go ahead and jump on, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Get it jump on right now. Let's see how high we can get that up. Put a test out there. Let's see how many people can hit that like button. Smash that like button for us. Hey, that's smart water, Ken. You gotta get smart. Gotta stay smart. Yeah, you gotta get that like one of my favorite movies, like that Bobby Boucher. Quality
man.
H2O, man.
Bro, I'm from Louisiana, man. That is like, you know, they have a big joke. After Joe Burrow, Drew Brees, and Bobby Boucher are all number 9. So we love number 9s in Louisiana.
I can't blame you, man.
Yeah. Burrow and Boucher, all number 9, you know. The realest. But yeah. I actually have friends that talk like that, though, you know. So.
But mom said.
Yeah. That's kind of how it goes, man. You know. Appreciate the sub, Matthew Straight. Welcome to the team, bro. Appreciate the sub, man.
Oh, I love that movie.
All right, Carol's here. Let me turn Mitch up so should be able to kind of hear all of us. Hold on. I'm not going to be able to really hear you right now, Mitch, because I got to turn the volume up. It's going to be a little bit more difficult, so hold on.
Yeah.
Alright, let me know how that goes. Alright, guys, we got my wife Carol here. Say hi.
How's it going?
Alright. I have a dope little trading setup, and I didn't pay more than $300. Nice, man. Yeah, you don't really need to pay that much. Like, really, when I first got started, if you really want double monitors and you don't have the money for them, you could get like you could get AOC monitors. You could get like a nice 27-inch monitor for like $120. Right, so for less than $300, you can get a really nice big 27-inch monitor setup with dual monitors that'll give you everything you really need. So, you know, you buy a desktop, you could probably get away with like an i5, you know, 8G or 8 gigs of RAM computer setup, and then so for less than $1,000, you can have a really good trading setup too.
We taking over.
Yeah. The problem is the music's too loud. I don't want it to hit the microphone. There you go.
Hey, how's it going? How y'all guys doing this morning?
Alright. So you ready to trade? You ready? Well, like I said, ask Carol questions. It'll keep her busy and she'll have something to do. But yeah, it should be fun, man. It should be fun. I can see. Good. Hey, look, you have your own emoji, baby.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Carol has her own emoji. Yeah, that's you. We got Hero. Yeah, you could use your spare TV too. That'll work. Oh yeah, also guys, I actually made some money yesterday. I only traded one time. Nice little 500 share trade. My kids are yelling at each other. But I did break the $1,800 level again. I'm up to $1,810. Use a TV monitor? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, especially if you're starting off. You don't
Right.
have a monitor, just use
Right.
a TV.
Hold on, guys. My kids are yelling at each other. We're gonna have to get there.
They're fighting.
Yeah. Hold on. We're gonna have to get the act right really quick.
Brothers and
Parent.
sisters.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go in parent mode real quick. Hold on, I'm gonna mute it. Alright, we went ahead and disabled parent mode real quick, you know. Now that that's done and we muted it, our kids should get along now, you know. Alright. How old are you? Who, Carol? Remember,
Me?
yeah, don't tell them your exact age. Who? Yeah, I'm assuming they're talking about you. Speak loudly.
Is it muted?
No, not anymore. I mean, it was when we told the kids to chill out, but now it's not.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 20.
Give them a range. We don't want our identity stolen, so that's why I never give you guys a real age, you know?
I'm between 28 and 30.
There you go. That's a good one. I like it. Yeah, that's accurate. Yeah. That's
I'm
good.
still learning the whole.
We'll say late 20s.
Right.
Yeah, late 20s.
I like it, man.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of. I mean, I don't do this as much as John does, so I don't know all the kind of intricacies of streaming or, you know.
yeah, she doesn't know anything about it, but she's okay at trading. Like all right, baby. So look, I got a new strategy that we're gonna trade today.
Okay.
All right. Really, Mitch trades the open, and so we're not going to trade too much of the open. If you do trade, it's going to be, you know, small size. But my new strategy is this, right? So my new strategy is basically, let me find it. It's actually a pretty easy strategy, pretty simple, you know. So we're going to be trading long, all right? So here's the new strategy. All right, here's an example of one on AMD. All right, so the strategy is now when the stock breaks below the VWAP, right?
Okay.
Pulls back above it, and then pulls back and holds support there. So we're looking to enter long right here on this type of setup. All right, do you see what it is? It's a VWAP bounce, so we're basically looking to go long, and we want to profit when the stock goes up. But we actually want it to form a low like this down here first. We want it to form a low down here, and the reason for that is because it gives us a really easy risk level right here. We can just risk off of this level all day. If it breaks below that, we can jump out of the trade, and it can be a small loss, and we can give ourselves a nice profit target up there. That way our profit is twice as big as our risk, and I call it a rebound bounce. From what I understand, not too many other people trade it except for Mitch and I. But yeah, that's the strategy. And so that's what we're going to be looking for today. That's the one that's been especially profitable. The only way we might not trade this type of strategy is if the market just drops big at the open and just continues to fall and stays in a downward trend. If the market's in a downward trend, it might not be the best thing to go long.
Yeah. Oh, Jack's up. Jack, what you doing, buddy?
I think one of the best things, John, maybe keep it simple. Maybe 2 or 3 stocks. Watch
Right.
those. And then if those 3 do exactly the VWAP bounce, then attack.
No, for sure. Sorry, man. My son's yelling right now. Hold on. I'm going to mute it again, guys. But no, we'll talk about that in a second, bitch. I like that idea. My wife's handling it. But no, I think that's a good idea with Carol. With Carol specifically, I think that we have to limit how much she trades, but also we have to limit the stocks she trades, like Mitch is talking about as well. So I'm thinking like AMD, CGC, and Cron. Stick to stocks we know that it generally works out best with, and I think that's what we should probably do today, is just stick to what we know, you know.
Yeah. As a new trader, you don't want to be trying to look at every stock. You want to kind of more limit yourself so that you can pay attention to these stocks.
Yeah, for sure.
And it happens to me, guys. Sometimes I have way too many charts up. That can be a negative thing.
Right. 100%.
There's too much noise out there.
Huh?
I heard Mitch
Definitely
talking.
too much noise. Too much noise out there for a lot of traders. So if
Yeah.
you can shut it down, get yourself focused, it's always going to be the best.
Yeah, so this is the market, baby. So the SPY is down big. Or the SPY's not down big. It's actually up, I think, in the last few days and ran up yesterday. It's down this morning, though, in pre-market. So, like, this is the overall market, basically. What's really going crazy right now is the coronavirus stocks. So,
Yeah,
like,
I was going to ask if there was a lot of volatility with that kind of going on. And didn't they just declare the World Health
yeah, a national
declared an
emergency.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
so,
global emergency.
so, yeah, so with the coronavirus stocks, it's like NNBC is one, NBAX is another. What is the INO, maybe? Is another one, I think?
Yep. You also got the stocks you traded yesterday, the gaming stocks.
Yeah, Activision might be interesting. EAS.
Also like LVS,
Las
Vegas
Sands?
Sand.
Yeah,
Yep. Because they're located in Macau.
right.
Anything located in Macau right now, I mean, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't be playing slots right now.
Yeah, for sure, man. I ain't going over there to play, that's for sure. Tommy had a good question. He said, do you sincerely use level 2? If yes, is it a big part of your trading or not? Okay, so this varies from person to person. With me specifically, I mostly just use the level 2 to determine the spread and where I'm going to get filled, right? I don't really use it to like look for walls because I think level 2 is highly manipulated and highly misleading sometimes. I think a better one to use is time and sales because those are actually confirmed filled orders, but I think it's going to vary from trader to trader. Again, I specifically don't really trade, I don't really trade it that much off the level 2, but again, everybody's a little bit different.
Yeah, I can tell you guys, you can definitely use it, but it's going to take I would say at least 2 years to understand completely.
Right.
Why? Because you need to see it in use. You need to see what big orders do to the market. And traders that use what you're talking about by using the level 2 are traders that use what's called price action trades. Price action trades are useful, but they're useful to the experienced trader.
Right.
And a lot of times these are people that are trying to do scalps. So the way that I use the level 2 is like John talks about. I use the level 2 also for the time and sales. What I want to see is a lot of times, like John says, the level 2 can fake you out. So the best way to kind of get rid of that is to pay attention to if the shares are showing up on the level 2 and then filling on the time and sales.
Right.
That's what you don't see that often. Is sometimes there'll be like this 100 on the ask, but then you look at the time and sales is there's nothing flowing.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that's the only way to really use it in an effective, consistent way. I think if you try to only use the level 2, you're bound to get hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we actually have a class on this. This is the class that's done really well. If you look at it, we have over 1,000 views on it. So here you go. I'm going to put it up in the chat for you. If you want to take a look at that later, definitely click on that. That's our analyzing level 2 and time and sales video. Absolutely free. A lot of what I talk about is going to be that time and sales, but I actually show you it in the video. So if you want to go ahead and take a look at that, definitely take a look.
Yeah, for sure. It's a great class, really in-depth class. So if y'all want more information, go check that out. Like I said, we're not experts or gurus. We just teach you what has worked for us in the market, and that's something that Mitch is definitely has a really good grasp of. Morning, John. John's wife, Mitch, and all traders.
Good morning, Sheeran. What's up? What's going
This
on,
is good
guys?
coffee. It's the King Cake coffee from Community Coffee.
Yeah.
Or the Mardi Gras King Cake.
We're all
coffee.
about Louisiana coffee,
Yeah.
so. Thanks for the answer, bud. Yeah, of course, man. Carol, you have breakfast? No, Carol's not a breakfast eater.
Yeah, this is my breakfast.
Yeah, Carol doesn't eat breakfast. I'm a big breakfast person. If I'm not hungry in the first hour, but after that, if I don't eat, I get super angry.
Yeah, I'm not hungry for breakfast really either, so.
Yeah. LOIT. Yeah, I was looking at LOIT this morning. I didn't see what the catalyst was for this one.
Yeah, the market's about to open.
Okay, yeah, so market's opening in 10 seconds, guys. So good luck. Let's do this. Let me get everything ready. All right, baby, you ready?
Yeah.
You remember how to calculate risk reward?
Yeah.
All right.
I think so.
All right, guys, there's the bell. Carol's about to trade. Wish her luck. Or no, I don't know if she's trading right now, but Carol's trading today, so wish her luck. But
We fine.
should be fun.
Honestly, I feel more comfortable doing what we normally do.
Yeah.
You know, I just
Which?
the whole
VWAP fades?
yeah.
Just think of the
whole-
opposite.
The bounce. I don't.
It's just the opposite. You know, with VWAP fades, we profit if the stock goes down and pulls back to the VWAP. With VWAP bounces, we profit when the stock goes up and pulls back to the VWAP. Like, that's all we do. It's just the opposite. Just think of the opposite of a fade. That's what a bounce is. Same thing. Instead of looking for a stop or a risk level above, you look below. And it's the same thing. You leave pre-market levels, find some resistance and support. That's what you do.
Okay.
The dragon ripping up. We got Tesla ripping up here. Like I said, it's up to 640s. Could get interesting here. AMD's dropping down. See, Carol likes fades. She's already looking for some fades. And I guess I'll let you take a fade if
And
you
look,
want.
Amazon too.
Yeah, we're not buying Amazon though. Too big of a range, you know.
Here, look, it's coming back up. Look at
AMD.
yeah.
I mean, I'll let you decide. You just gotta be careful with this level right here with AMD. I'll get it ready though. It's ready if you want to do it.
Here, just hang on.
Yeah. I'll let you decide. You're getting to the point where you could probably make your own decisions with it more so than me helping. But there's cannabis stocks.
Yeah, look, AMD is just
Down, yeah.
yeah.
You got IBM here too.
All right, traders watching MU.
Oh, is it Grim Reaper Bob?
I don't know. Here, you wanna? Here, I got it, baby. Here, you stay here. I got it.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay, here, just you get it. I'll get it.
Well, here,
All right, here.
he's fine. He'll do his thing. I mean, do you want to go?
Yeah, don't I have to sign something?
No.
Well, then why do you ring the doorbell? Yeah, here, watch out.
Okay, I'm too afraid to take any trade right now without John here.
No stress. Just take it easy. Just look for the movement. Look for a big movement, and when he comes back, you can let him know, hey, this one's moving. Then you can find the trade. Still early, so you can just look for the ones that are moving big. That's all you worry about. AMD looks nice.
Yeah, it's.
You're also gonna go to the restroom, baby, so just hold it down, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, SPY dropping a little bit there. Wait for it to really crack 325s before you really think it's kind of a big move.
Here, hand me my phone. Alright, how's it going?
Oh,
You got it? Everything alright?
yeah. I mean, I guess I could try AMD. I don't know about doing something without John here, just because I feel like I'd screw it up. But
It's all good. If you want to wait a second, you can wait a second. He doesn't usually trade this early anyways, so.
yeah, Yeah,
No one's gonna be offended if you wait.
Yeah. Well, they better not be. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I kind of do. John's been showing me, but you know. Yeah, it seems like everything's kind of volatile right now.
You could just put it out there. You think AMD would be a good trade here?
Well,
It's a good idea.
It just hit the VWAP.
Exactly.
Ooh, I should have done something, huh? For the fake.
And no worries. Don't get the FOMO. Don't worry. You called it out. That's what you wanted. So don't worry about it too much.
Yeah. I should have jumped in right here. On the AMD, it came out right here. And it came up to the VWAP and then went back down. I should have.
Yeah, it's alright. Here, if it goes back up there, you might be able to get another chance. It's what we call a fake out fade.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, there it was.
So MU and AMAT haven't come back to VWAP. Maybe you can watch those.
AMU.
I'm watching MU
Oh,
and AMAT are kind of close to AMD. The one I like, guys, EMPH 3320s. It's looking good today.
Oh.
Look at AMD. Look at AMD.
Oh. Short.
Yeah. Just be careful.
Oh, great.
Here, it's just 100 shares. You're okay.
I mean, it's probably gonna come back down at some point.
Where's your risk?
Probably right there.
Where?
Right here, probably. I mean,
Here, just get ready.
no.
Alright, yeah. It's alright. It's alright. It's just 14 bucks. It's very small. It just faked you out, and that's okay.
I know, but I don't like losing. I'm a sore loser.
I know. You'll be alright.
Welcome
Yeah.
to the party.
Yeah. So what I've been doing lately is that I've been letting the market kind of calm down a little bit. So like I
probably
haven't.
shouldn't have done
I've
that.
been waiting that first 30 minutes to pass. Really, I've been waiting about an hour to pass. Yeah, and that's kind of how it goes. But I've been waiting for that first really hour to pass. Look, you're down 14 bucks. Like you're fine. Like we still have a lot of profit in the account. Like you're good. You're fine, baby. Don't worry about it. But just wait a little bit. You know, like wait a little bit. Let the market settle down. Like somebody else said.
Yeah, I probably should have done it. I saw someone say, yeah, because I was like, oh, I don't know what I should do. John's not here. And Mitch was like, well, just chill. He doesn't normally trade this early. Because it's, you know, market open.
All right, here, let's switch spots.
Okay.
Alright. But yeah, this happens. And look, you know, you're rarely green after your first trade, you know, or you're rarely just always green. Sometimes you're gonna lose, and it's still really early, actually.
Yeah.
CGC, tight setup, but fade possibility.
Oh, I gave up sugar. I drank your coffee.
Oh, you
Oh, man.
drinking mine?
Ruined it. Ruined it.
I like a lot of sugar
Way
in my
too
coffee.
sweet. Yeah. Gross.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, we all lose. It happens. Yeah, for sure. It's an all learning experience. We're all learn. All right. You're all right.
Yeah, it's okay.
Watching LB right now.
Looks like you got out at the right time too. Look at that red to green move, so you got out.
Long LB.
Alright, we're gonna put Mitch up since he's in something.
Long LB at 2307, guys. Risk right now is 23, guys. Don't want to see 23 crack on the downside. Want to see this one VWAP bounce, hold VWAP here, get back above here. Let's see if we can hold 23.
Kara, what's your hobby?
It's my hobby. Makeup.
Just crack 99. Let's see if we get right back above.
Yeah, I like makeup. But I mean, I like being active. I mean, I like.
Her and I go to the gym.
Yeah, we go to the gym a lot. I feel good being active. If I don't get some type of activity in during the day, then I don't really feel right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, my kids, I like cooking, I guess, sometimes.
I like it. Cooking again sometimes.
Long walks on the beach. Yeah.
Oh, look at EMPH. That's a beautiful fade today. I've been missing that one, but I'm in a VWAP bounce play. Beautiful fade on that one today.
Yeah, that one was nice. It's still early. We got Tesla the Dragon pulling back, but yeah, don't worry, baby. Like I've been trading later, and so it's still actually really early. Like you'll have a lot of time to,
Yeah, as long as I can make up that whatever $14 I lost.
Yeah.
You'll bounce back. That's nothing.
Yeah, that's tiny.
All right, guys, want to see this breakout here? If not, I'm going to get out of it underneath 23s. This should break out here.
Yeah, I like swimming too. I used to be a big swimmer.
I'm out. I'm not going to fight it, guys. Just trying to wick me out there. I'm just going to step out, take a small loss, look for it to break out.
Yeah, small loss, brother. You did really well yesterday too, dude, so don't stress it.
That is what it is. Definitely need to try to execute on the first trade of the day.
Actually, I also
This wasn't
know
a
how to,
bad
like,
entry.
knit and crochet as well. That's another kind of hobby. I used to do it more, but not anymore. Talking about hobbies still.
Yeah, she knows how to knit and crochet. John's hobby. My hobby is trading, poker. I go to the gym, Xbox, video games. I got a lot of hobbies, man. The cool thing though is that if you're passionate enough about a hobby, it'll turn into a job. Which is what this YouTube channel did.
I know about the coronavirus.
Yeah.
I'm reading up on it. It's scary.
Drink Coronas.
Yeah.
Get a virus from it. Too many coronas.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
The big
Coronas definitely should be on sale right now.
Yeah, they're probably taking a
Corona
hit.
sale.
Well, no, the big funny thing is that they're theorizing that alcohol kills the virus, and so the big joke is that Coronas will cure coronavirus.
No, you need more like
Yeah,
moonshine
it's just a joke.
or like,
Right.
yeah,
You need-
like
Look at the
pure
Russians. You
alcohol.
don't hear them getting sick. You need vodka.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Look at AMD. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. They don't get sick.
I mean, there is something to that, but there's also liver disease and all kinds of other stuff. So.
Yeah.
But you got to love that woman. You got to love it.
Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah. Favorite game's definitely Halo. Motivated.
Halo Reach.
Yeah, Carol was playing with me the other day. Y'all want to play with Carol? She'll play. You know what I mean?
I'm not as good as I used to be.
Nah, but she's good enough.
All right, guys. Market's getting hit. I'm going to be looking for fades right now. Should get some kind of bounce back in this area. Let's start seeing what happens.
Call of Duty. I used to be really good at Call of Duty.
Yes. Yeah. See-through mug. Yeah, it's just the green screen.
That's mine.
This is Carol's Louisiana mug.
Yeah.
Mine.
It's my New Orleans mug.
So yeah, it's just the green screen.
It says Boudreaux's.
Creole seasoning.
Dumbo. Pralines. Preludes. Okay, I'm gonna say that one.
I'm looking at AMD. AMD's kind of pulling a fake out fade. Remember, guys, to hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every day. We almost have 50 likes in here. Well, let's bring that number up to over 100. We got 240 people in here right now. So let's bring that like count up, please. I used to play Battlefield, Clayton. I more so play Halo, and I play like sports games like EA, Madden, UFC 3. I play a lot. No, my VWAP strategies are certainly working. This trade that my wife traded this last one. But that is my third losing trade this week overall. So I haven't lost more than like 3 times this week. I don't think, at least. And it's been a very profitable week. My P&L is back up to over 1,800 or roughly there now. So yeah, the VWAP strategies, specifically the rebound bounce strategy that I talked about in last weekend's video, that has been incredibly profitable. So yeah, it's certainly still working. It just depends on which ones and the time you trade it. IBM pulling back to the VWAP, Mitch. Look at that one. So is Amazon.
IBM interests me, but I gotta know more. So bigger cap stocks I like to know a little bit more about.
Yeah, I feel you.
Don't know. I know IBM is really on about cloud right now, but it's a big candle for it, I'll tell you that much. Doesn't usually trade this big range.
There's IBM, man. It's at 142s now. It does have a lot of resistance there in pre-market, but I'm gonna wait. But it's right there, man. It looks good. I appreciate it, Mark. Thank you, sir. Yeah, we got 64 likes. We're gonna get there. We've been breaking 100 likes every single day, so appreciate the love, guys. Appreciate it. Seriously. I just started Madden commentary videos. Yeah, I've been playing Madden on my phone, actually. I've been just playing the fantasy Madden games online, and that's been fun. But yeah, IBM is at the VWAP. Tesla is breaking below the VWAP, and AMD eventually faked us out and came all the way back down. And now it's bouncing back up. The issue with AMD is that I don't want to get caught in the chop. You know, that's the biggest problem with it, is that it's sideways at this point, and I don't want to get caught in that sideways action. IBM, man, it is right there. It's just not one I generally trade, though. That's the problem.
One that's breaking out right now, Spice.
Yeah, that one just broke highs. But yeah, somebody's talking about the SPY. Big level here. Hey, appreciate the sub, Devin. What's up, bro? Appreciate it, man. Like I said, guys, hit that subscribe button. We've been growing like crazy, and I really appreciate all the support we have. But a great way to help support us, about 40% of our viewers are actually not subscribed. And so if it's your first time joining us, we do this live for free every single day on YouTube. We're not experts here. We are not gurus. You can just watch us day trade the open every morning and trade for a few hours every day. Come hang out, listen to good music. And so hit the subscribe button, guys. Click the bell, and you'll get a notification every time we go live, which is, again, every single weekday morning.
All right, guys, looking right now at CRWD. It's a big range, so be careful.
Huh? What? Type it in. Nah, you're good. No. But yeah, y'all ask Carol questions.
Give me something to do.
Yeah, give her something to do. Hero asks, Carol, do you have a red dress? Please wear it next time. I don't know if she has a red dress, bro.
Yeah, bright red's not really my color. Like a wine red, I could do that. But I don't think I have a wine dress. I have a lot of navy dresses for some reason.
Yeah. I'm looking at IBM here. I might take a little bitty tiny position and just risk off of this 40 level right here, this 38 level, because my risk is like 20 cents for IBM. And it's a little bit early, but I can take 50 shares or so. Or I'll take 35 shares just to get it started. All right, so Tesla did get hammered here. Look at AMD with that fake out bounce. At least it picked a trend now. Hero being mad creepy. Yeah, SPY and market overall is just tanking, guys. Dare I say tanking? Look at the market. Oof, big drops in the market. That's why I didn't mind shorting IBM here, just because the market's going down, and I might get caught in a bounce in the market, which will cause it to bounce, but it's such a small position. How long have y'all been trading? Carol's been trading, what, 6 months?
Started in, it was like late summer, early fall, I think was the first, it was on stream.
Yeah.
I think was the first time I've traded,
Yeah. First
So
time.
like September, October, maybe.
That's about right, yeah.
So.
I've been trading for years, though. A few years at least. SPY low of the day, yeah, market got hit. My IBM trade was up a little bit at first. I'm just going to let it work now under this low. See if we can just get a nice little win here. This is the Too Sad song, man. I'm going to take this song off.
Someone just said they liked it.
Well, they liked the last one.
Here, let me hear.
Here, you want to wear it? Here.
I don't need to.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm just trying to be able to hear the music a little bit. I'll tell you if it's good or not.
This one's a good one. It's like my favorite one.
It's like,
It's lo-fi hip-hop, man.
it's like hold music. It's like a little cooler than hold music.
Right.
Or like, I wouldn't say elevator music.
Don't judge me.
Sorry.
Don't judge my music, man. That hurts my feelings, dude. How
It's not-
dare you
it's
talk bad about my
It's not bad.
my playlist
I heard
here, man.
some of the Christmas songs, like they had that Jamaican Christmas song. It's not Christmas anymore, but it's kind of cool.
Told y'all to hold AMD. She had a good pick. Saw weakness. Never doubt yourself. $14 or something. Yeah, 100%. Appreciate it, man.
Getting there.
How do you help John when he has a big red day? I don't really talk about it. She doesn't even know if I have a good or bad day. Unless it's like a really bad day, then she doesn't really know about it. Most of the time I'm just quiet about it.
I'm gonna try to be encouraging though. I feel like, yeah, we're not Cowboys fans, like at all.
That'll give you an inclination.
Yeah. What was that whole thing with them boys? I feel like they ripped that off of LSU people.
Cowboys? Cowboys are garbage, man.
Well, no, they were saying them boys, them cowboys or something.
Oh,
You
maybe.
know what I'm talking about?
No, but
Okay.
Cowboys are garbage.
I
Though.
was seeing a bunch of memes about that. Like,
Cowboys are garbage. That's all I'm saying.
but yeah, LSU did it.
LSU national champs. Yeah.
You did it. Just in time for Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
What part of Texas motivated minds? Because Texas is like,
Yeah, huge, man.
Massive.
But yeah, let me know if you're close to us, man. We'll grab a beer one day, dude.
Started there.
oh, it's just, it's,
Yeah, I'm gonna put him up. I got you, Mitch. I'll throw you up.
Just for everyone's, I'm long LB though.
Yeah, I got
Long.
you in. I got you up.
I'm trying to add sizing on pullbacks.
This song's too serious.
what is my favorite perfume? I
Don't ask me.
know.
I have no idea. I don't even know what kind of.
I don't know. I like kind of natural. I like sandalwood. I like
Yeah.
sandalwood. Like, not necessarily a perfume, but just as a smell. Sandalwood or like bergamot. Kind of like oranges. Garland area. Garland, is that in, I mean, Cody Allen said East Texas. I mean, that's kind of where we are. Where is Garland?
I have
Is
no
Garland
idea.
in East Texas?
I have no idea. We're in Southeast Texas.
I'm gonna have to look
just
that
to
up.
clarify, we're in Southeast Texas by Houston. Is where we're at.
Garland. I mean, let me see.
All right, I'm in IBM with 70 shares, which is a pretty big position. I like that initial movement. We just needed to hold under 142.
It's like Northeast Texas. Kind of up there by Shreveport.
Hey, long traders, I know you long traders are probably having a tough day finding charts. Spice is one of those charts I would look at. That thing's ripping out.
Yeah, IBM's kind of faking me out. I like the pattern, but I'm trying to be patient with it. You got a favorite perfume hero? I'll make a page for Carol and help her grow it if she wants to make one.
Oh my gosh.
But I just don't think she has the time, and she doesn't know how to edit. I would have to edit everything for her.
Well, I mean, I could figure it out, but honestly, like, coming on stream is kind of...
Nerve-wracking.
It's nerve-wracking for me because it's not something I'm really used to doing.
Yeah, I've been doing it for years, so I'm used to it.
Yeah,
She hasn't.
John's used to it, but for me, I still get kind of nervous, and it's almost... If I'm going to be real about it, it's kind of like I don't really... I don't know. I feel like I'm getting more comfortable with coming on.
I got squeezed out of IBM. Oh my gosh. It didn't let me out. Oh, that's frustrating. So yeah, I honestly, guys, I should have just... Look, you want to go deal with the Grim
I'll
Reaper
get
over there. Alright, but yeah, honestly, it's frustrating because I've been killing it lately in the market, and the way I've been killing it is I've been waiting for that first hour to pass. And today I just didn't. And so, you know, I jumped in with way too big of size probably on IBM, and I'm down $40. Still very small, but frustrating because I have a system, I have a methodology, and it's been working really, really well. And I broke from that system today, and now that is hurting. My, that's hurting my results, unfortunately. Now I got out of it before this big spike, but I strayed from my system today. And look, I'll just show you guys. I know Mitch is up right now, but I'm down $40, which is frustrating, but it's not the end of the world, and we'll see if we can come back. But yeah, I strayed from my system today, guys. So, made some mistakes. In which direction, Cody? Because we're not technically in Houston. We're North Houston. Is that where you are, Jay? But yeah, you can see mine. It just squeezed me down, unfortunately. Hey, well, if you're in the Woodlands, brother, that's close to me, man. Let me know. We'll grab a beer one day. You can come over and be on the stream, dude. If you want, man. Just let me know. Yeah, the Grim Reaper. No, we call him that. He's the Terminex guy. But this dude is like 85 years old, man.
Well,
you know?
no, what happened when we first moved in, Jack was like, young. He was like not even crawling yet. He was like maybe just like 8 or 9 months old, or he was probably crawling. But we had all these toys kind of by our fireplace, and I didn't know any better. This is our first home that we've owned, so I'm kind of like learning. So anyways, we were letting him come inside and spray because we were having like spiders and stuff. And I had said, hey, look, don't spray over there because all of my son's toys are over there. Don't spray the pesticides over there by the baby toys. And like he just walked right by and just sprayed them. Just pesticides all over Jack's toys.
Yeah, he hit my son's toys with pesticide, man.
And so we were kind of like, of course I had to really kind of clean everything, but since then he got the nickname Grim Reaper because
he's the Grim Reaper, man.
Death.
Yeah, that dude's spraying death
and
everywhere,
since then he sprays outside. He doesn't come in the house anymore.
Plus, this dude's like 85 years old, man. You know, like the Grim Reaper is a natural.
Might grab another
nickname
one for if you want to bounce red to green. It would be work at 30s.
AMD faded not too bad there. Amazon's also at the view op too.
AMD looking.
All right, I got you up. We're at 80 likes, guys. Let's bring that number up to 100 today, guys. We're getting close. We need 20 more. Yeah, Jay said, "Are you trying to show off in front of your wife?" Possibly, although she doesn't really care, to be honest, man. I could show off. My really good days. I'll be like, "Hey, baby, I made $1,000 day trading," and she'll just be like, "That's cool."
Good, baby.
You know, that's
Good
cool.
job.
She'll be like, that's cool. You know, she doesn't
I
care.
mean, no, I'm happy for him, and I want him to do well and be, succeed at what he's doing, because I know he enjoys. I know he enjoys doing it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, she doesn't care. Like I said, I'll be like, I made $1,000. She's like, that's cool. Or I'll be like, baby, my YouTube's growing. I almost got 20 subs or 20,000 subscribers. She'll be like, that's cool. She'll say the same thing. She'll be like, that's good, baby.
My nickname, Mama.
Yeah, she's known around here as Mama.
Yeah.
That's what she's known around
That's
here
my
for.
nickname.
I am Daddy.
Yeah.
She is Mama. But it's not Mommy, it's Mama.
All right, guys. You guys wanted to see level 2 action. I'd pay attention to work. Work is showing you that level 2 in time action, time and sales. It's a big seller at 41s.
He was calling your son a pest. I know, man. Hey, listen, man. But we've been having him for years. We dub him the Grim Reaper. But yeah, look at IBM squeezing up big there. I wonder what MVAX is doing. I was in this one. Whoa!
Is this what you're looking?
This has got to be. Oh wait. Oh, it was just a glitch. Oh man, I was super pumped for that for a second, man. You saw that?
Yeah.
I'm looking at my put options, guys.
All right.
Tesla faded nicely. ENPH2 and AMD with that was a really pretty fade.
What's AMD doing?
Well,
down.
so AMD faded really nicely here with this, but it's a little bit too late now.
Yeah.
What we're getting here, though, guys, is the SPY is just tanking. You know, SPY is down again, breaking lows.
Go grab something.
You guys are killing it on the stock markets? I mean, not really. I mean, red days are going to happen, and today's just a red day. I think if you've watched the stream, though, you know every day this week has been green, except for today so far. And I still might end green today. But losing days, weeks are going to happen. And it's funny, though. Like, a lot of the time, you'll get people that never watch the stream. They'll join one day. If we're losing at that point in time, they'll be like, oh, man, you guys suck. And it's like, you could tell, like, what happens a lot of the time with new traders is that they just drink the guru's Kool-Aid and they think you got to be profitable every single day, and if you're not, you're a bad trader. You know, like I said, it's the same people that end up buying and spending thousands of dollars on an unnecessary course, you know, and I think that happens a lot. And so what Mitch and I try to do here really is just try to teach people what it's actually like. You know, we live stream every day and we just try to show people what it's really like in the market, because it's not constant green days. It's not all just making money constantly with never losing. That's just not realistic. And that's not, of course, that's what's marketed to new traders, but that's not really how it goes. And so, you know, you gotta be prepared to lose in trading. Yeah, because we have kids. That's why the reason she's mama and I'm daddy is because that's what my kids call her, you know?
Yeah. We used to call each other baby a lot. Like, hey,
Yeah, I
baby.
mean, I still call her baby, but, you know, that's just kind of our name for each other. But our kids, my son will just yell, daddy, daddy, and he'll just scream it across the house. He'll
Yeah.
just scream it, you know?
We have a very open layout in our house, too. So, like,
Yeah.
you know, which I like, but it means
Right.
that we hear everything that happens.
Yeah, for sure. All right, baby, you ready to trade again?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's find some stuff. I'll let you make your decisions here.
Last time that didn't work out very good.
I know, but you only lost $14. I actually lost more than you, you know?
That was because of a glitch, though, huh?
No, I didn't
glitched
lose
out.
because of a glitch. Mine,
I
I
thought
lost.
you tried to get out knowingly.
Well, no, I tried to get out, but I didn't click the button. So it was an error.
Oh.
But I would have lost anyway. I was down already before that. Drink the guru's Kool-Aid. Yeah, man, it's an expression just for that you buy into the guru's marketing practices, right? Which are Lamborghinis, mansions, a never-ending streak of green days, and growing your account more than 200% in a 2-month period. You know what I mean? Like that's what they're marketing to new traders, because no new trader wants to hear the truth, which is simply it takes years. You'll probably lose for a long time before you win. And a good solid like account growth within like a 6-month period is like 30 to 50%, maybe tops. You know, you try to grow your account anything over 1,000% in a year, or anything over really like 200-300% a year, you're gonna lose your account more than you're gonna win. And again, that's mostly just what's marketed to new traders, because it's easier to flash that and then sell new traders a course. You know what I mean?
Talk about ugly. Just got stopped out ugly in LB. Market's coming down.
All right, so
the
my
way I
son is
feel.
finally up. Carol's going to make him breakfast real quick, so she'll be back.
Just getting trapped today.
Yeah, it's Friday, bro. Fridays are tough, man. A long time.
Straight trapped. So annoying because LB's is getting trappy. Look at that. That's a trap.
When I have the money, I'm buying a fur-covered Ferrari. Nice, bro. Let me ride in it, dude, you know? But yeah, I don't have a Ferrari. I have a Toyota, you know? And it's a pimp Toyota. I love it. But it's not a Ferrari. I got kids, man, you know? Two-seaters are a no-go for me. I can't drive a coupe, you know? I'm gonna buy a hydrogen car. Low volatility market nowadays. I mean, it just depends on the day. Yeah, today's probably a little dull, but we're actually breaking lows, and so the SPY's kind of volatile. It's just not volatile on the upside.
Yeah, the day, you know how it goes.
Yeah, it's volatile on the downside, which it makes it a little bit tough sometimes. Yeah, Fridays are usually a little bit worse, man. Or a little bit worse. Fridays are probably my least favorite day of the market. You know what I mean? What's the EA symbol, Mitch? Is it just EA?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. MU is up there now. I think I gotta wait for it to break above the VWAP first, like maybe up here, and then come back down below it, down to like here. And if it does that, I can short, but we're gonna wait for that. Yeah, y'all ask Carol questions. It'll give her something to do. We like to kind of do a Q&A when Carol's here, so, you know. Hey, bud, you gotta turn that down, okay? That's way too loud, buddy. Thank you. There we go. I was about to do MU, but it just never quite got high enough. I was looking for a fake out fade. I think those have been a much better percentage play than some of these. Yeah, that's probably why. Was down very substantially. Not proud of what I added onto it and sold on a small bounce, but if I could have been a lot worse in WDC. Yeah, WDC didn't look bad though for a fade early this morning. Just a little bit late now for it.
Seems like everything's really volatile right now.
Not really. It's kind of a slow dollar day. Not really. I
Maybe
mean,
it's
the
just
market's
the
down
open.
big. Well, the market's down today, so it's kind of volatile, but on the downside.
Yeah.
So,
And
like,
do you think that's the virus and the emergency kind of causing that? Or?
I think it's more so Fridays. Like Fridays, people are looking forward to the weekend, so they might be a little bit less active in the market, and so volume's a little bit lower on average, usually on Fridays.
I feel Carol might have something there with the weekend coming. Just because I know that, let's say if we get really bad news on the weekend, we could come back Monday.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, we'd never know what can happen during the weekend, and whenever there's an event like this, that news can be put out, but the market can't move. That's when I get a little concerned.
Yeah.
At least investors too. I think what people are doing today is buying insurance, and that's why the market's going down. What I mean by buying insurance, they're probably buying
Hedging.
puts on the SPY, and they're buying them probably at 325s, 324s. They were really cheap this morning. I heard some traders talking about it, so I think that's what they took. and that's what's bringing the market down.
Yeah.
Some protection being bought up by hedge.
Yep. Yeah, I can kind of see that too. That makes sense. Look at Levi calling out Roku. What's up, Levi? Levi's an OG here as well. But yeah, beautiful fade, picture perfect, exactly what you look for with the fade. Just a regular conventional fade. I'm just waiting for my setups here. Since I took a few losses at the bell, I think I gotta just be a little bit more patient now. Maybe since my wife was here, since Carol was here, I got a little bit more overzealous with my trading, as I should have been.
I'm a distraction.
She's a distraction, man. I blame you, Carol. It's your fault. You know?
Yeah, that's what happened to me too.
Yeah. Carol, who is the up-and-coming makeup brand? So we can invest, you know?
I mean, if I'm being real about it, I mean, I don't use her makeup, but Kendall Jenner, she's got something going, and I guess Jeffree Star, I don't use either of their makeup, but I mean,
they're popping off.
They got something going on, yeah. And as far as, I mean, dress designers, I mean, I don't know, maybe look at Nordstrom's. I don't know if I'd look at a specific designer. I mean,
Nordstrom has a stock.
I don't know. Yeah, like Nordstrom, places like that. I mean,
yeah.
You know,
Nordstrom has a stock.
I don't know, maybe Dress the People or JM Collections.
John. We missed the MU fade.
Oh no, I was watching that one. Yeah,
I was
I'm a little bit
waiting. It spiked so quickly. We missed that one. That was beautiful.
Well, I drew this one out, and so I was talking about it when it was actually fading, and I was waiting for the fake out fade up to 54.10, back down to 54. If it would have done that, I would have shorted it. But conventional fades, I just gotta wait because I haven't been having as good of results with regular ones, you know.
Yeah, MU was the one that I was looking out the open. Kara was looking at AMD.
Yeah.
And now MU came back. But that's how it goes a lot of the times.
Right.
You know? We were looking at the same sector though. So it showed weakness in the same sector. So
yeah. Yeah, for sure. Carol distracted me and lost all my paper money. Everyone is selling their stocks to use for the Super Bowl betting, and it's the last day of the month. All very valid points. Sorry, baby. Go ahead.
Yeah, Bed Bath & Beyond, I like it, but I feel like those stores aren't doing very, very good at this point, huh? I feel like they were going down, or did that change?
I think they're joking because I've talked about Bed Bath & Beyond. Every time I go there, I'm there for like an hour. Carol refuses to leave. She spends hundreds of dollars on freaking candles. I hate that store.
You're thinking of Bath & Body Works,
Bath &
not
Body
Bed
Works.
Bath & Beyond.
Whatever. It's all the same to me. It's all bees, you know? But I hate that store with a passion. Maybe I am wrong. Maybe it was Bath & Body Works.
All right,
Kendall
guys,
Jenner.
VIXY, volatility, ETF, picking up here for sure. So
yeah, we'll see what the market does. He said Kendall Jenner is a billionaire for makeup. Got to be doing something good. Yeah, for sure. I'll give her props. You know.
I mean,
she did it. She did that. You know.
I mean, making money doesn't really mean you're making good things.
Right. But if people are buying that much of it, it's got to be it's got to be somewhat decent, I would expect.
I feel like
we'll say it's a quality product.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard that some of her products aren't that good, but the fact that it was like she was on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and it's like she's
a public figure.
She's this, and a lot of young girls, like girls who are like teenagers, young 20s right now, they kind of grew up kind of watching these people, so she's kind of like an idol, and a lot of kids, I'm sure, want to buy her stuff just based on that, you know. So, not to mention the whole like lip controversy when she was trying to deny that she had gotten lip fillers. You know, the lip kits.
Who, Kylie?
Yeah, she was trying to deny that she had gotten like, fillers or like surgery for a while, but then she came out.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't deny it.
Yeah,
you know, but
right.
she has like the lip kits that are supposed to, like the lip liner with the matching stuff, and those are, I guess, a big seller. But
yeah, just put some shellfish on your lips. Just get a nice little allergic reaction. Get those puckered up lips.
Yeah, for sure. She knows that straight plastic surgery, man. Come on, dude. That's not how it goes. You don't just, let's be real here. You know what I mean? She knows.
Looking to long work.
Someone said IBM bounce.
Yeah, IBM was the one that squeezed me out earlier. So I'm not messing with it now. Until it breaks this range, I'm not touching it. I got the dragon pulling back to the VWAP, man, and it really doesn't look bad. It looks like a good pattern. I'm just scared to trade it, and the range of the day is $15 or $13. Man, $13 range. I'd have to buy like 2 shares, 5 shares tops.
Someone said IBM. Oh, okay.
I mean, I'll buy 5 shares of Tesla, but my commissions will be very low. And, you know, it's 5 shares. I mean, 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I mean, I'd lose like a few bucks. I might do it. You want to buy 5 shares of Tesla, baby? I'll let her trade the dragon. All right.
The dragon.
We call it the dragon. You know. It's the dragon.
Long work, guys.
Dragon.
Long work.
Okay, so what?
This one's looking great.
Okay. So am I shorting?
Yeah, it's up to you. You gotta wait for it to come up to the VWAP though.
Oh,
So just wait. Be patient. Mitch is in a trade. We'll throw him up while we're waiting.
Someone said, "How did you win my heart?" KHH said, "How did you win my heart?"
Oh.
How did you win my heart?
Because I'm hilarious. I'm funny. I'm handsome. I'm very attractive.
Not
And
that
I'm ridiculously intelligent. I mean, obviously here. Like, come on now, man. You know, I'm hilarious. Devastatingly handsome. Super smart. You know what I mean? Like, that's all it takes.
You gotta
guys.
tell them, have you seen me work out?
You know, right. I'm pretty in shape, you know? I look good. That's all I'm saying. You know? No.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's very full of himself, as you can see.
Plus, I'm probably the most humble person ever. You know? Props for making $1 billion off of a makeup company at a very young age.
Yeah. I mean, she did figure it out. She is a billionaire, and I'm sure a lot of that has to do with endorsements from Keeping Up the Kardashians. But she took that money and started up a...
Dude, the dragon.
Short.
Yep. All right, Carol's short the dragon right now.
I can't
Good
see
move. I
Here,
like
look.
it.
All right, look, we're gonna leave Carol.
I like it a lot.
Floyd?
Yeah.
Or was it, or Lloyd from,
Yeah.
yeah.
Look, all right, Carol's in the dragon.
All right, guys, my stock breaking out here. Work breaking out. Looking to add shares.
All right, we're trying to rotate
So
between.
I wanna...
You want it to go down. Carol and the dragon with just 5 shares, but 5 shares is enough to tame this dragon today. You know?
Cool that baby off.
Yeah. All right, you're up. You're making money on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just hang out, man. Just hang out. You're good. You know, you're good. You got 5 shares, baby. You got
Talking
5
about
shares.
the dragon, making me nervous.
It's the dragon, man. It breathes fire into its foes.
Look.
You know.
You're the dragon slayer, though.
Right. You know. Just picture yourself in Game of Thrones trading stocks right now. That's all you're doing. You know?
It's the Lord of the Rings right here.
Yeah. Right. You're Frodo. You know. Or you're the Aerosmith guy's daughter. You know.
Not
the elf.
Frodo.
You know? You're not Frodo. You're
Anything but Frodo.
You're what's his name from Aerosmith's daughter. You know, the elf. And you're just trading.
Liv Tyler.
Yeah, Liv Tyler. That's who you are. You know. And all you gotta do is click a button and you slay it. You know.
You're Legolas. You have those great locks, those
Right.
blonde locks.
Beautiful hair. Honestly, Legolas was a gangster. You know. He was a G. He was
the
my
G.
favorite one.
He
He got
was
them
the G,
arrows.
for
He
sure.
was just flinging arrows.
How could you not like him?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So you guys see on work, this is something that we talked about, price action. So the reason I got into this one was really a spike at 2041s with 107 sitting up on the ask. And now they've been stacking in this one. So that's why I'm in work, guys.
I'll throw Mitch's screen up for a second since Kiro's just kind of hanging out right now on this
Well,
one.
here, I need to be able to see where I am.
Here you are.
I don't want it to, like,
Here, you can just look at
shoot
your
up.
P&L. Alright, so this is Mitch's trade. He's up a little bit in this one too. So we're gonna rotate back and forth between both of these. You are the kind of guy that men want to be and women want to be with. Absolutely, man. Listen, you know. Of course I am, dude.
Stop filling his head full of hot air.
Of course I am, man. You know.
Tell
You
him
didn't even have to
take
look
a space in line. You know, take a space in line.
You're down $2. Chill out. Look,
Here,
you're all right.
I feel like I'm blind in here. Oh wait.
You can watch this
Oh,
right
here it
there,
is.
man.
Oh, I thought you moved Mitch. Okay.
No, you're up, man. You're up. Look, you're in there.
I'm
Look, you're fine.
I'm
You're
losing.
fine. You're fine. Chill out. Look, you said this is a risk. You're good. You got 5 shares, baby. You're less than $10 down. You're all right. You know, just use that level as a risk. Like, you're fine. Just chill out.
makes me nervous.
I know. But you're down less than $10. Like, you're good. Just let it work.
Time to catch up with the chat. What's going on, chat? How we doing out there? How you traders doing? You guys see any stocks making big moves? Go ahead, put them up in the chart in the chat. We'll check it out.
Yeah. Everybody does, Ray. You know. You know.
Telling y'all are filling his head full of all the.
Even McGregor is envious of you. I know, man. Tell me about it, dude. You know. He called me the other day. I had to tell him, chill out, dude. You know.
He's gonna try to fight you.
Yeah. Is Carol a fan of MMA? She knows a decent amount about it. Like, she knows her favorite fighter's Junior, and he just got knocked out in front of her. And so she's mad about that.
Like Junior. He's the Jolly Green Giant.
She calls him the Jolly Green Giant. She thinks he's like the nicest MMA fighter ever.
He just seems so happy. He's like this big, like, mean-looking guy, but then really he's like dandelions and daisies, like.
So yeah.
Ooh,
so
you
she,
know.
yeah. So she likes Junior. She watched the Showtime kick happen live 8 or 9 years ago, or however long it was ago. Her and I watched that Anthony Pettis Showtime kick live as
I
it
watched
happened.
that True Life too, that had him on it before the Showtime kick, like the True Life, the MTV True Life that he was on.
Yeah,
because we
Anthony
were
Pettis.
like in our early 20s, so we watched a lot of MTV.
Yeah, and so yeah, we've been together for like a decade, and I've been watching MMA for years and years. So Carol naturally watches it sometimes too.
Look, it's going down.
Oof. You know which one I missed today that I should have been paying closer attention to? Norwegian Cruise Line.
Which one?
Nice trade there. NCLH. Norwegian Cruise Line. Cruise is getting hit, man. Who's going to go on a cruise today?
Not me,
Not
dude.
me.
I ain't getting one of those things. I ain't getting on a ship. But yeah, baby, you're up. Look.
Look at that. Look at that. Tesla fade.
Yeah, she's
The
getting
dragon's getting slayed.
We probably should have added when it got a little bit closer to the VWAP, but that's okay.
Junior's trying to get me into trouble.
Yeah. Honestly, Junior's chin is gone, man. Junior Dos Santos, his chin is over with. He needs to retire. His chin is done. He can't make it, especially in heavyweights. When your chin is done, your chin is done, and he's got to hang it up, man. No, just let it work.
I did enjoy seeing Ronda Rousey get
Yeah,
the.
knocked out. And Conor.
Yeah.
When Nate Diaz beat Conor, she watched it live, too.
I do like Nate Diaz too. Pick him over Connor any
There you go.
day. There you go.
She says she likes them rough.
Just hold it down to like 636 or so here.
She said she likes them rough.
Yeah. But yeah, hold it down to like 636. Maybe a little bit below. You know. See if it'll test that level. Either way, you can get out break even. So if it goes up too much, you can get out break even, so you won't lose money. Yeah, that's when he lost his chin, Junior. The Velasquez fight is when his chin was over with. You know, that's the fight that destroyed Junior's.
I got out.
What? I
Yeah.
wasn't ready. I said below 636, man. What are you doing? Look,
Oh,
what are you doing?
She's done.
Man?
that always happens.
I told you. I was like, look, you should
Look,
let
look.
it test
It's called
636
I
and
know.
break underneath it.
But look,
Below
now it's going back up.
I know, because everybody's taking profits where they should have down here. It's all right. You had a green trade. Good job.
Yeah,
Good
that's
job.
all I'm.
Good job. You tamed the dragon. You did it. You made money. You made
I'll
$8.
tell you one thing. There's not many people making money on Tesla short right now. So
Yeah, you
be
did.
proud of yourself.
Yeah, you did. Good job.
Carol, there's people with millions of dollars messing up Tesla right now. So you did good.
Yeah, she did good, man. She did good. Everybody gets knocked out eventually. Yeah, but Junior's chin is no more, man. Junior's chin is done. You know, my son
John
could
has
tap
a point,
Junior.
guys. I don't want to talk really UFC right now. I'm not the biggest, but definitely John has a point. When a boxer or any fighter, for that reason, starts getting knocked out way too easily, they lose their chin. It's just joint muscle.
Bro.
Joint muscle will deteriorate with those knockouts.
Yeah.
Eventually, you can't get that joint muscle to build back up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's over with for Junior. And it's even worse in the heavyweight division, too, because the heavyweights aren't playing, man. Like, it maybe in the flyweight, losing your chin might fly, like Joseph Benavidez, who obviously lost his chin a long time ago. But since you're fighting 125-pound dudes, it doesn't really matter that much. But you go over to heavyweight and you lose your chin and you start to get a little chinny like Junior Dos Santos, you're done, man. You can't, the heavyweights aren't no game, man. You get hit in the chin as a heavyweight, you're getting knocked out, bro, and it's over with. And you get really hurt. I'm worried about CTE. He needs to hang it up because the later he chooses to hang it up, the better chances of him being punch drunk as he ages as well. And so I like Junior, but I want to see him hang it up because if not, he's going to have CTE. He's going to be punch drunk in 5-10 years, and it's not going to be fun. He's going to be like Chuck Liddell is nowadays, which is not a good sight.
And it hurts my heart a little bit each time I see Junior get knocked out. If I'm being real about it.
Yeah.
He just seems like such a sweet guy, and like I'm always pulling for him.
He did Dancing with the Stars recently, you know.
See, and just y'all go watch that video of him doing Dancing with the Stars and tell me he doesn't look like he's
The
this
nicest
big
guy
guy, but you could tell he's just like giggling on the inside, you know.
He's a teddy bear.
Yeah, he's a big baby, man. He's a big baby. All right.
Thank you, Junior cyclist.
Yeah.
I know that John
Yeah.
got out and he's like, oh, you should have waited, but I made it.
You did good. You had a green trade.
Green,
Don't
yeah.
listen to me. You had a green trade. You did good. I'm happy. You've had more green trades today than I have.
I've had one green trade.
Yeah, and I haven't had any. So,
well,
yeah, that's why.
here, check the phone.
All right.
Yeah, bud.
Yeah, I saw that, Junior. Hey, man, you're doing good, bro. Your form didn't look bad. But yeah, so while we got a second here and I'm waiting for some trades, guys, I'll throw Mitch up since... Oh, yeah, Mitch is still in. But yeah,
hanging out.
while we got a second, guys, let's go ahead and talk about the same platform we're using. One of the biggest benefits of using the same platform as us is that we can actually day trade with no PDT rule. You know, and I'm telling you this, as new traders, what are your options to get started? You know, most of the time, new traders don't have 25K to get started, so they have to go with smaller accounts. Now, your options as a new trader are to either deposit 25K or go with a small account. You can deposit a few $1,000s into other platforms, but you're not going to be able to short, you're not going to be able to get margin, and it's just not going to be, you're also going to be restricted by the PDT rule. And so you're not really going to be able to get that experience that you need as a new trader. And so in my opinion, the best option for you is to simply go with TradeNet, the same platform we're using. Of course, we're biased in their favor because we make a commission, but if you really think about it, guys, their base package is on sale right now for $375. So for $375, you get a course, a demo account, and chat room access. And I think if you're looking to day trade for a very cheap amount, specifically less than $1,000, for that $375, like I said, you get a course, demo account, and chat room access, but you also get to become a private or an independent contractor for them and day trade their accounts. And so for $375, you get $14,000 in buying power to trade with. There's no PDT rule. You can actually short stocks, and the platform is really solid. And there is a 70-30 split, so it's basically you're partnering with them and they're gonna take some of your profit because they're giving you all of that buying power. But it's ridiculously cheap. I don't think anywhere else in the world can a new trader get started and actually day trade with that much buying power and actually short stocks for less than $500. And again, nowhere else in the world are you going to get a bundle that includes that much stuff. And so specifically, if you're a new trader or just a trader that wants to get started, get their feet wet for less than $500, I think TradeNet and Tefs is the only way to go. and I think they're the only thing that really makes sense. Even if you hate TradeNet, you don't like them, the risk reward is solid. You know, your max loss is $700 and you're paying $375, almost half of that. And so I think it just makes sense from a risk reward perspective. It's much cheaper than any other option around. And I also think that most new traders are going to lose their first account regardless. And so if they save up thousands and deposit thousands, they're probably going to lose that. And I don't know about you guys, but I would rather lose $375 on a TradeNet package than deposit thousands into a conventional broker and lose that. Plus, it's $375. Some paper trading platforms in 3 months are going to cost the same as that. And so if you can make your TradeNet package last 3 months, you're basically getting the same as you're paying the same amount as you would a paper trading account. And I think from a risk reward perspective, that makes a ton more sense. And so, of course, we're biased because we make a commission if you sign up. But here's the link if you want to check it out. Great way to help support us. Oh, wait, sorry, that's the wrong link. Let me find it.
Definitely, one of the things that I always like to tell people about TradeNet is that a lot of traders are out there trying to trade different strategies, whether it be mid cap, high cap, small cap strategies. And a lot of the times what you're going to run into is you're going to run into kind of how can I trade outside of the PDT rule and still kind of trade every single day. A lot of traders that kind of stay in the PDT rule, it's just very, very hard to work out any strategy if you could only take 3 days, 3 trades per week. So what I always recommend is trying to get somewhere where you can have some strength. Strength, we feel, is definitely in TradeNet with the ability that you can trade anything that's tradable. You can short it or long it. IPOs, if you want to go ahead and trade IPOs, this is probably one of the best platforms out there for IPOs just because you can trade them. A lot of times you can't trade IPOs when they're brand new, especially you can't short them. So one of the great things is I definitely think that TradeNet helps the beginning trader takes the next step from paper to live to becoming the profitable trader they want to be. I think what they're really trying to do is give the education to the beginner trader, get them started and get their feet wet into the investment world, let them start working out their strategies so that they can perfect their system.
Yeah, for sure. So my link still says 375, Daniel. So my bad, bro. That's what I'm going by. If it went back up, my bad, man. But I'll reach out to them and ask them, and I would reach out to them and ask them as well. And so I would reach out to them and I'll try to, because my link still says 375, and I thought that's what it was, but again, maybe I'm wrong, and we'll see. I'm just going by what my link says right now. But yeah, I see Tesla.
She tamed the dragon, though.
Yeah, she did it, man. She made money. She got out too early, but she did it.
Yeah, I feel like y'all are just being nice.
I can't blame her.
No, you listen. You've had more green trades than I have today, so I'm not being nice. That's just facts.
She's more green than I have.
Right. Mitch and I've been losing today, man. Not you, though, baby. You've won more than Mitch and I have today.
And she called out a good early trade on AMD. Just didn't take it, but she called it out.
Yeah. Yeah, even your first AMD trade that you got faked out of, I mean, it eventually fell,
What was the profit from that?
Your trade?
Yeah.
$8.
So I'm still about $6 short.
Yeah,
I'm making up my...
You're doing better than we are. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're doing fine. Every day's not going to be green, and you're learning, Especially when you first get started, you're not always going to win.
But the competitive part of me wants to...
Well, that's good. Well, then work and get better, Oh, I'm looking at Space now, though. Space is pulling a rebound bounce setup. So I'm going to jump in with 200 shares of Space. See if we can nail this rebound bounce setup. Maybe we should have taken a little bit more. If we get another pullback, I'll add a little bit more here. I jumped in with another 300 shares. I'm just going to try to slowly scale into this one. I'm risking off at 35. And so I don't mind scaling in. I'm trying to get up to that 500 share position that we talked about. Yeah, most people get burned by Tesla, 100%. And so you're doing good, baby. Good job. All right, there's 46. I'm gonna add one more position. All right, I need, if I can get one more share, I'm in with my max 500 shares. And again, I'm risking that 35 level as my risk. Gideon said hi, and she's a girl too.
Hey, how's it going?
She's a girl trader too.
Okay, that's what's up. That's pretty cool.
How you been doing, Gideon? You been making some money? All right, here's where I'm gonna load my last 100 shares in. And all right, I'm in with 500 shares. Like I said, I told you guys I was scaling up in size. I'm in with 500 shares. I'm risking off of this 35 level for SPCE. So wish me luck. If it doesn't work out, that's okay. Fridays are usually a little bit worse days for me, but we're gonna try to make it work here. See if we can make some money today. And we're in with the full 500 shares as promised, guys. So wish me luck. Let's do this.
Good luck, baby.
Thank you. Hey, look. All the support counts. Man, all the support counts. We just need this 1750 level to break. That's the biggest resistance level really at this point. Get out of 275 if we do get that spike up. We just need the $0.50 to break. That's going to be the biggest resistance level is here at 1750. And if it does get rejected, it's usually going to get rejected there. If we get a quick spike up, I could take profits into that. But this is the biggest level. Half and whole dollars are usually the largest resistance and support levels. So like $17 or $17.50 or $18, $18.50. Even quarter, like $17.25, $17.75. Those are going to play and have some sway over a stock's movement as well, just because they're all big psychological levels. Right? So,
Yeah.
if Tesla is a dragon, SPCE is a demon. Yeah, man.
How would you look up, like, if you want to look at a specific brand or like a specific company? How would you be able to look that up? And
What do you mean, their stock?
Yeah.
It depends on if they're public or private, right? Private companies don't have stocks. The stock market's all publicly traded companies. And so you would just look up, like, just look up a brand, say, is blank public.
Type of Lululemon.
It's not.
Oh.
I mean, it's just a small brand, but very doubtful. All right, we are getting the nice little breakout here. We're gonna sell into this strength. So just took profits, holding 225 shares left on SPCE. And again, guys, it goes back to show you, like, this strategy. Oh, it is. It is a stock. It's Lulu. Oh, I've traded that stock before. My wife got some new yoga pants she loves from Lululemon, which is Lulu. But yeah.
Yeah, I love Lululemon. Just found out about them, and now I'm like, they're so comfy.
Yeah. So I took profits in space, and that fake out fade again been working ridiculously well lately. Here, Maddie, you gotta let us work.
Okay, I'll get you in a little bit.
All right.
We're gonna be going to Miss Julie's in a little bit. Okay. So just.
All right, there's some more. I'm gonna take some more off here.
58.
So we're gonna try to let it get a little bit higher, I guess. Maybe I should have taken that, but it just wasn't up enough. Anything over $20 in profit, I'll start to really consider here.
Okay, that's fine, but you need to go.
All right, so we're at 53s. We're gonna let this work a little bit, and yeah, we're holding 225 shares left. We're just gonna look for this $0.50 area to hold as resistance. See if we get some larger movement up, and again, take another 100 shares off, then hold the last 125. Really let that work. Start looking at some other stuff here. What's up, Ricky? What's up, brother? Alright, there's 55s, 54s.
WKHS over $3. I do like that one today.
There's 53s. Like I said, we get anything over $20 in unrealized profit, I'm going to take another half of this position off. And we're just going to leave this 1750 level as my resistance, or my risk now. We could even add back if I really wanted to here at 1750. Too big of a spread, I think, though, for that. The spread's too large. It's a 3-cent spread, so I think that's just going to hurt my position. But not a bad little rebound from a bigger loss on the day. Yeah, that's what I've been trading lately, baby. Is like I've been not trading really that first hour, and then I've just been being patient and waiting for my setups later in the morning, and then just jumping into those. And it's been really profitable just to do that. And so that's all I'm really looking on is I've just been waiting for that first hour to pass, and then I've been attacking the market a little bit heavier then with bigger size. And yeah, every day this week has been green. No losing days so far this week. So we're going to try to cap it off today. But I'm trying to be patient with space and let it break over this level here. So we're just being patient with it, but green at the very least. We still have some time though.
How many years did it take for us to feel comfortable around each other?
I mean, we lived with each other within 3 or 4 months of our relationship, and so I think the big thing if you want to be compatible with somebody is how well can you really live with that person, right? It's one of the reasons why I think a lot of marriages fail if they don't really move in together until after they get married, because again, you gotta mesh well with that person, and if you've never lived with that person, you don't know if you mesh well or not. You know what I mean? Y'all might be completely different and just not compatible with each other. And so if you wait to actually see what it's like to live with the person, it probably won't work out. You know, where Carol and I lived together, before we got married, Carol and I lived together for like 4 years. Yeah. And so we knew that we meshed well and that, you know, we got along living with each other. And, you know, at that point we had kids, and it's just a big long story. But yeah, I mean, kids will do a lot too. You got kids with the person, you're gonna fight to stay together. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And yeah, I think every relationship has their ups and downs, and I think a lot of times some people are just really quick to kind of be like, oh, it's not going well, and like I don't feel like, you know, trying to fight it out, you know, work it out, fight for it. And so they just kind of throw in the towel sometimes. And sometimes there are legitimate reasons to say, okay, this isn't working. You know, I'm not saying that, you know, but I think you have to have the mindset sometimes with, you know, any long-term relationship that
you're going to be together no matter what.
You know? Yeah, you're going to be together no matter what. And sometimes you're going to have months that'll be good months, you know, or good years. And sometimes you'll have times that are just not so great, and you aren't really like
meshing well.
Yeah, y'all aren't. Yeah,
it's going to happen.
But you still love each other, you know. But yeah, I mean, I think we kind of, for our relationship, we moved in pretty early with each other. And
well, we moved out of our home city. Like we lived in Louisiana together, and then we moved to Houston together. And so we didn't really know anybody out here except for each other, and that helped us grow a little bit stronger, I think, you know, and we really got to know each other that way because we didn't have all that outside noise of all our different friends and all that stuff. We were all both just kind of didn't know anybody out here, and so, you know, it made it a little bit better for us. So I took a little bit of profit off on SPCE. I'm still holding 150 shares, and like I said, I'm going to try to give it that time to break 1758. But at this point, it's definitely not going to be a losing trade. I'm up about a little bit over $40 on it. And again, just another example of how that rebound bounce is super profitable. You know, it's been working almost every single time I've ever traded this in the last week. It's been extremely profitable. It's just been working over and over and over again. And again, I'll post that video. If anybody wants to see the video I'm talking about and get a little bit more in-depth and thorough breakdown of this strategy, I'll post this link. And again, it's just a really profitable strategy. I've been trading it over and over again, and it continues to work, you know. And so, yeah, I'll post the link here if anybody wants to watch that. Ooh, big pullback here.
I'm wearing earrings. Nice. Say I'm not wearing earrings.
Who said that?
Here. Yeah, I'm wearing earrings.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't see I'm not wearing bracelets, but.
When do you know you should give up in a relationship? When it's toxic.
Yeah, like when both of y'all, especially one of the things John and I discovered pretty early is like you can't put each other down. Like you can't, like when you get frustrated with each other or like y'all are fighting, you can't like take personal digs at someone, because then you do that and like you hurt the other person and they get resentful, you know, like
I think
you can't be like trying to, like when y'all are fighting, like if y'all are fighting in a way where you're like, you get frustrated, so you want to like make that person hurt, so you want to
take cheap shots.
Yeah, taking cheap. Yeah, that's one of, to me, you know, aside from like the relationship being like either abusive or like someone maybe like drug problem, you know, that stuff's always difficult and you know it could be heartbreaking. But the biggest, for me at least, the biggest relationship killer is taking cheap shots and like trying to intentionally hurt your partner or whoever, and cheating. I mean, those are, you know.
All right, I might add back a little bit to space here. So I'm back in with 200 shares. Not the best fill. I got filled. I'm down $6 immediately on that fill, but that's okay. We're gonna try to scale back into this one at least and try to take some swings. Now that we're roughly break even on the day, we're gonna start taking some swings, get back at it, and see if we get that breakout back over that 1758 level or whatever it is. So we're looking for that. We're in with 200 shares now. But yeah, with relationships, it's more about not taking cheap shots. Like when you open up and you're vulnerable to somebody, you're gonna know personal things about them, and never using that stuff against them. I mean, I'll put it this way. Listen, you're gonna use that stuff against them at some point. It's always gonna happen, but you can't continue to. You might make a mistake and do it, but you have to learn from that and not just keep doing it. You know, keep going back to that well. It's not a good idea, and that's gonna destroy the relationship quick. And so you gotta respect each other's vulnerabilities if you want, to get a little bit deeper with it. That's really what it is. And that's a hard thing to do sometimes when you're in the heat of the moment and you're angry, you know?
Yeah, because that's, I mean, and on the other side of it, you have to be willing to be like, hey, look, like, you can't say that to me. Or like, you know, hey, look, like this, you know.
Yeah.
But you should, I feel like for the most part, you should kind of know better with some of that stuff. Like, you know if you're using someone's, you know, vulnerable, you know, you know if you're taking cheap shots. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know,
we're gonna start a new segment called John and Carol relationship advice.
Relationships, yeah. But yeah, and at the same time, I feel like you should be like trying to uplift that person, like encourage them, you know, even when you're frustrated, you know, trying to be uplifting and, you know.
Yeah. Spy dropping again, man. If Spy's dropping, that's probably what's causing this one to go the other way on me. Man, the market is just getting hammered. It's actually good for my virus stocks though. My virus stocks are the ones I'm holding put options in are dropping. Look at the dragon. You should have held, baby. The dragon's down, man. Look at that. You should have held.
Too scary. Dancing with the dragon. Too scary, man. No comment.
Yeah, we're not gonna go super political.
I don't want to.
All right, guys, just picked up a little bit more. Now I'm averaged in at 650 shares at 2036.
Somebody asked, well, how do you forgive someone? Then how do you forgive someone and not hold resentment?
I mean, it depends.
Time.
And it depends on what
happened. Yeah.
Like for me, like I feel like I'm a very jealous, like with John, like I'm a very jealous person. So like just the thought of him, and I know he's a jealous person too. Like we're kind of jealous for each other. So like,
well, I wouldn't call it jealousy. We're just defensive.
That might be
you got to protect in modern day. You got to protect your relationship because there's always going to be
social media.
There's social media and everything. You know. So you got to be defensive of your relationship. Like, don't be jealous, but like don't be dumb either. You know what I mean?
I'm kind of jealous. If I think like if we're out. Like, and I'm not gonna go like jump down some girl's throat if I see John like a cashier or whatever. I'm not gonna go, you know, freak out. But it's like I want to know that he's only like down for me. You know what I mean? Like I want to know that he's like he's gonna have my back and he's gonna be down for me no matter what. And if I, and it's of
Right.
course we've
Which
never
I
been.
am, yeah.
I know, and we've never had like a situation where it was even like questionable, like
Right.
But I just feel like I wouldn't, I don't know. But yeah, it depends on what it is, I mean, cheating or like, infidelity, being unfaithful is probably one of the hardest things to probably get over, and I guess it just depends on the situation and it depends on the person, if they're just generally, not trustworthy and they go and do something that is extremely damaging to the relationship, like cheating, I mean, it might be hard to get over that. But if the person is someone, who is generally trustworthy and like something happened, it's just,
I don't know, man.
I think you just got to be open to your feelings and being honest. Like, hey, look, like,
because there's certain things that are going to just be a relationship killer, like but that's what I'm saying though, is that like it depends on what it is. That's going to dictate whether you can forgive them or hold resentment or not, man. Not to get too off topic. I know we're talking about a bunch of like relationship advice, but I'm just hanging out and we got Mitch up here. Mitch is, in a trade right now, but.
And actually, I will say though, like if you're talking about forgiving when not having to do with infidelity, like someone said something that was hurtful or something, someone did something that was just inconsiderate or, it's just, being open about how you feel. And if it happens again, or if you felt like they did something maliciously, like to me, it seems like there's so many factors that go into that. Right. And like, I would just be real about how you feel, with that person, and hopefully, you hope that they'll be able to hear it. You hope that they'll be able to hear what you're saying and be, and work to not do it again, or whatever it was, whatever they did that caused you to be hurt or resentful.
Right.
So.
All right, so I'm back in with 500 shares of space here. Scaled right back into it on the pullback, and we're just gonna, like I said, let it hold to that 35 level. I'm risking like $50. I've already made profit on the day, and so yeah, we're just gonna give it that time and see if this can work out. But yeah, what happened is going to dictate whether it's forgivable or not, right? It kind of self-evident, but it depends on how serious what happened was, But yeah, look at the SPY. SPY's just getting hammered. Probably not great for my long position on space here, but I think the SPY's going to bounce eventually. I don't know if it's just going to keep breaking lows, and hopefully that should help me in this trade as well. We're about break even with it so far.
All right, guys. You guys want to see me continue holding this lovely work? Let's go ahead and get those likes up past 100. Let's go ahead and hit that like button, guys.
Yeah, hit that like button, guys. We are at 88 likes. We need 12 more likes to break 100. Let's do it. We've been breaking 100 every day this week.
JJ, that's tough, but if there's a will, there's a way, I mean, that's a hard situation to be in,
Yeah, I don't know if I want to comment. I mean,
it's tough, especially when you have a kid together, it's, I don't know.
Well, Leroy, if you've never heard me mention them, man, you must not be paying attention, bro. I give my kids a hug on stream every morning, and they come and say I love you, and then, yeah, I talk about Kira all the time, man, Don't troll, bro. Honestly, she wouldn't care either way, but,
Man, the Tesla Dragon, I think it's going to crack here. She might look like she cracked there.
Yeah. Honestly, I told Carol she should have held, man. She should have held.
I was having fun with Junior over here.
Yeah.
Telling him I'm Donkey from Shrek.
Yeah, man, for sure.
In love with the dragon, baby.
Yeah.
And also, JJ, I'll just say too, we have people that we know from our hometown, and sometimes it could just be kind of crazy, like people having kids with other people, and it's
kind of how it goes, man.
Sometimes
it's kind of how it goes.
Yeah, I don't think it's that uncommon, but I think eventually people get to a point where they want to be with someone and they want to have that, partnership, and
depends on where they're at in their life, brother.
Yeah, like
I think it has a lot to do with ego.
Kind of do what they want to do, and then eventually I think everyone kind of gets to a point where they don't want to be doing the dating thing anymore.
Consistency. They want to settle down. What were you gonna say, Mitch? My bad, bro.
Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with ego.
Yeah.
Once you start dropping that ego, that myself,
Yeah.
you can usually find someone to fill in and realize that you can make a strong partner. But and it's always going to be a lot easier usually with a partner than going about things by yourself.
Yeah, for sure. And it's tough, man. And listen, I'll say this. I wouldn't feel really good if she had a kid with three kids with three different dads, just because that's a lot of baggage, man, and that's gonna cause drama in that relationship 100%. Like something in the future that is gonna cause stress in that relationship 100%. And so you do want to understand that. I'm not saying it's all sunshine and rainbows, but
no relationship is. Yeah. Every relationship has its hardship and its issues, Right. It's just, I think you probably need to have like a real conversation with your lady or your girl or whatever, and be like, look, if you're down, you're down, and like, let's make it work. And if not, it just, I don't know. That's a tough situation.
Yeah, it's
and
tough.
I feel for you,
100%.
But I'm sure you could do it. I mean, you could figure it out, though. I mean, I'm sure you're a capable person, and you can make good decisions.
I think a good measure on how successful your relationship is and possibly will be is exactly like Leroy said. Marriage gets better each and every year. If you feel like it's getting easier every single year, then that's probably a solid relationship. But as time goes on, if it feels like it's getting harder and harder and harder, it's probably not. You know what I mean? Like, it might be starting to fade, and that's how I see it. Like, Carol and I, we've been together for 10 years. Every year it feels easier. There's less stress. We know each other better, and that's how it should be, I think. And so I think that's a good measure as well, is how, if it feels easier every year.
Yeah, I think another thing to focus on is also growth. I feel like a lot of times why relationships kind of go down is the sad thing of money problems.
Right.
If you're not trying to grow and always trying to get you guys in better positions each year, I think that's what causes a lot of stress in relationships. Thus, they feel that there's no progress, and then that's when people start kind of getting into really hard battles, I think.
Yeah, 100%. And you got to be evolving as a person too. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it's all about. It's just getting better, turning into a better person for your significant other, and that's a tough thing to do as well. But
Yeah, I remember one of the things I kind of realized. Like, I don't know if any of y'all remember when you were a kid, you used to like want like a hug from every now and then you get that feeling where it's like you just wanted to go hug your parents, when you're like, when you're young,
when you're a kid.
And I realized, I don't know how long ago it was, but I realized that I got to a point, I guess, where I started like feeling like, I just want to go give John a hug.
Instead of your parents, it turns into your spouse, and that's how it should be too.
Yeah, and that didn't, and it wasn't, of course I wanted to hug him like the whole time we've been together, but it wasn't that like, that developed over time in our relationship as well. Like, obviously I was attracted to John, or else I wouldn't have been with him and stayed with them. But I think that kind of like it's like that connection and that I don't know what the right word for that would be, but like just feeling like I needed that from him, like wanting that
connection.
I don't know.
Finally.
Yeah, man.
You see this now.
You've been patient with that one, bro. If there's the rip you wanted, man. So, good patience, brother. Good patience, man.
Yeah.
And JJ, I wouldn't get too, down on yourself or like feel like too bad about it. It happens. Like,
you can't do nothing about it.
Right. The question you got to ask yourself, Jay, there's one easy question you got to ask yourself. Is the person you're with worth the baggage? And some people might be for you and some people might not be, but that's only something you can answer, brother. You got to answer that yourself, man. And that's always the question in a relationship. Is this person worth the baggage that they bring? The stresses they bring into your life. Is this person worth that or not? And like I said, we can't answer that. That's only something you can, brother. So you got to just ponder that and really think about it. I'm probably about to get out of space here.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it happens. I know I have several friends that, they have, a couple kids and, with a couple different dad,
Yeah.
it happens.
That's how it goes,
and a couple
man.
different guys that have kids with a couple different women. I mean, it happens, it's not,
Right.
it happens. It is
Right.
what it is. So, but just don't let that be something to, hang your hat on, and I mean, live your life and be happy, take care of your kid,
Right.
and do what you need to do for you. So,
Right. Exactly. So I got squeezed out of my trade on SPCE, but I'm about break even. I actually made money overall on that trade. I made about $25 on it, so I'm happy with it. I'm only down $7 now. The next one I'm looking at is a short position on AMD, and so that's the next trade I'm watching. And the Dragon's actually moving back up there as well. The biggest issue I think is just getting squeezed out of the SPY running down, breaking lows here. I think that's the biggest problem. The SPY's just been cracking lows all day.
Yeah, guys. Well, to kind of we can wrap up on the talk. I think I'll put out a book that helped me, a book that might help you guys out, and might help a lot of people out. There's a book called The 5 Languages of Love.
Oh yeah.
And they have many different versions, whether you're in different ages or points in your life.
Right.
But I think it's one of the best books to read. Give you a great understanding how that different people require different kind of focuses on
Right.
how you want to express your love for them.
Exactly. Yeah,
I think
and
it's
super
very
true.
important to learn.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And it's basically like the basic of it is like some people are going to prefer human touch and like affection. Other people are going to like prefer quality time that you spend together.
Acts of service.
Right. Some people are going to prefer you giving them alone time. Some people are going to prefer you playing with them, like if you're a kid or whatever it is. And so different people have different preferences on how you show them love. And they have different standards on what shown love is. And that's what that book is about. It's a good book. 100%.
Yeah, definitely a good book. Give you guys a great understanding. A lot of times, a lot of people say, well, I don't understand the other side or the other couple. This is a great way of trying to, instead of focusing so much about yourself, try to focus on how you could better understand the other person.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's a big deal today because people are so, especially like younger, the younger generation, or even, I guess people our age, it's like everything is very like
Self-centered.
Like ego, with, and you got, do it for the gram, Instagram, like everyone's very like about themselves sometimes. And it's, and that's not everyone, but, yeah. Also, yeah, Leroy, I'm kind of worried about when the kids get older, because we're pretty young. So, even once the kids get older, we'll still have, we'll still be relatively young. I feel like we should travel. I feel like we didn't really travel that much when we were younger because
we had kids early. But we're like the youngest. Like my kids go to my kids' school. I go to like Donuts with Dad or like Dad Day or whatever, and all the dads are so much older than me. Especially in my daughter's class. My daughter's 10 years old. All the dads are like older, gray hair. They're looking at me like I'm a kid too. But in the end,
You're the cool dad, man.
Right. My daughter thinks I'm cool, bro. My daughter thinks I'm cool. My daughter's like, my dad runs a YouTube channel.
That's all that matters, man.
Yeah. She's like, my daddy does YouTube. She thinks I'm the coolest dad ever.
Last year they had like a field day, and they had one where it was like a parents versus students relay.
Oh yeah.
And I decided
You're supposed to let the kids win. You're supposed to let the kids win.
Kid.
Carol beat this little 5th grader, dude. Carol showed no mercy to this little 7-year-old.
It was a boy. If it was a girl, maybe it would have been different.
Carol just.
Well, no. So what happened though? It was kind of funny when I was walking up.
She cheated too.
No, I didn't.
The announcer was literally like.
I came out of my lane.
Parents, stay in your own lane, please.
Yeah,
like,
I kind of went.
That's what happened.
But there was nobody next to me. They hadn't even gotten the handoff yet. And I didn't cheat. I beat that
Take
kid
it to the
fair
Olympics.
square. And The only reason, I'll tell you this, the reason I did it was because when I was walking over there to kind of get in my place.
They were talking smack.
There was 2 kids over there because it was 4 teams total. It was 2 parent teams, 2 kid teams. And as I was walking over there, one of the kids who I would be racing against was like, oh, easy peasy. Or he said something like, easy peasy.
Carol
or
said,
piece
not
of
today.
cake. And I was like, well, why do you say that? And he was like, well, because I was kind of joking around and I said, oh, I might hurt myself. Like, pull a hamstring, you know.
Carol said, not today.
Yeah,
not today,
and I was
sir.
like, you know.
Carol, we're in front of all
you.
the other parents. We're in front of all the other parents, and the announcer's literally like, Mom, stay in your own lane, please.
Well, yeah, so
Like,
when
get out of
the
your own lane.
handoff happened and I was looking back, I kind of ended up
Cut
stepping
the
into...
kid off.
The kid wasn't
You
even
cut
there.
the kid off?
You're acting...
Look,
I
you
have
cheated.
I have
you
the video.
cheated.
What are you doing?
I'm just saying.
I didn't cheat. I won.
Okay.
And I'm going to get upset if he's sitting there saying that I didn't.
She's
I won
really getting
fair
mad,
and
man.
square.
I'm just messing with you, baby.
Yeah.
You're okay. I'm just messing with you. Don't get mad. I love you.
That kid's going down.
Right. Carol's still mad about it, apparently.
Because I won.
Yeah. All right.
I won.
She won. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
Can
no,
you
it
guys
was good,
think?
though.
I
It
think
was
Carol's a
fun.
little
And
competitive.
actually, the kids ended up still winning because the last 2 people on the relay, because it was basically our team, our parents' team, and one of the kid teams. And like, I had us in the lead because I was the second leg. Yeah.
Yeah.
So our team, we were in the lead. I had us in the lead, but then the third leg, I mean, this little girl was like the kid from The Incredibles. Like, she was like super quick, and she ended up passing up the mom who was on our team on the third leg.
That mom just gave
All
it
right,
away.
Yeah,
well,
she
My
didn't
dog's
try.
giving me a little
And
trouble.
then
I gotta
the
take
last
him out,
leg
so
was-
I'm put a stop.
The last leg was a father and a son. Like, they wanted to race against each other. And I mean, both of them were quick, but the kid was like very quick.
Yeah.
And the kids team ended up winning.
Yeah.
So
They let him win, though. We're taking bets on Carol versus the 5th grader, you know. Carol's the underdog. Oh, yeah, we do have to get one of those. But yeah, sorry, Mitch. Carol's passionate, bro.
I'm sure
She's
they'll help
passionate,
me.
man. You know. Oh, wait, the music stopped. Alright, let me put the music back on. Carol, the female dragon. Carol, story time? Ray Ray's asking for story time, Carol.
Yeah, I mean, if there's another story, I'll have to.
Or story time? Dunking on a mom. That was Carol.
I have the video. I'll have to get, I have to send it to John so he could like post it on y'all's Discord or something. And y'all will see, I didn't cheat. I won fair and square. Like, when I was getting the handoff, the kid who was kind of in this lane, because I accidentally kind of stepped into the other lane. The kid who was in this lane hadn't even gotten the baton yet. So he wasn't even, it's not like I like cut someone off or something. Like, I won fair and square. I beat that. Well, we ultimately lost, but I won fair and square.
She won her side of the race. She did. I'll give her credit. She did.
And honestly, I probably wouldn't have done it if that kid wouldn't have been like, oh, it's easy peasy.
Yeah.
You know, or like
The
super
kid deserved
easy.
it. That's all I'm
Yeah, he
saying.
deserved it. That's
You know.
why. So.
All right, I'm gonna get out the rest here. Up $15 on my little AMD fade short position. So we're green, fighting back.
Actually, you know, it's kind of messed up. Maddie told me this year the kid who I was racing against didn't come back to the school.
What?
Yeah. Well, she said, I mean, I'm sure that probably didn't have anything to do with it, but she said that they went to a different school, I guess, or they moved. I think they moved out of state.
Yeah, I don't think
so.
it was
I don't
you.
think. Yeah, I don't think that had anything to do with me.
Yeah. I don't think that
It
was
would have been kind of messed up if it was.
No, you didn't do that to that kid, man. You're not that much of a savage, Carol. You know, that kid's not having nightmares about you in that race. I love you, but I unlikely.
No, he was cool
Unlikely.
about it afterwards, and I kind of like, you know, we were joking with him because ultimately they won.
Yeah,
you know?
they won the race.
So, and they won field day. It was kind of like a green versus gold deal.
All right, Junior says, all right, my dudes and dudettes, have a great day. You'll be fine no matter what happens. Thanks always is the best in the business. John and Mitch, and of course, Carol. Hey, appreciate it, Junior. Have a good day, brother. We'll see you next time, bro. We'll see you next time, man. Yeah, Carol did a DNA test. Like I said, guys, I am
23andMe.
Yeah, I am. I'm 60% British. I think like 10-15% French, and then I am roughly 4% African American, and then I'm a bunch of other really small percentages. But those were the three largest: were British, French, and African American is what I am. I think Carol.
I'm like 70% French.
Carol's mostly French, I guess. Yeah.
I'm from Louisiana, and my Mimi's name was LeBlanc.
Yeah.
You know, which is like one of the more common Cajun families. And then I had some of it was like broadly Southern European. So, yeah. And then some of it was like Iberian. I was like maybe 2% Iberian.
Yeah, I don't think she had any African American in her. I think she was mostly...
I did have
French and a little bit of British, I think, is what you were.
I had something, it was like Yuki or it's basically these native kind of like Indian, they almost look kind of like Asian a little bit, and they are in Russia. They're like in southern Russia along the border with China, and they're like native peoples, you know, they're not like kind of a part of like the big cities, I guess, in Russia. I need to look up the name of that. I should know the name of that, but it said that I had some of that in me as well. So.
Bullied the kid to a different school. I know, man. Carol's a savage.
Now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of making me feel bad.
Yeah. It's not fair. She
shouldn't have been that
KH says it's not fair. She is so hot. Why you got it all, John? The business, the wife, the trading. Because I'm just the coolest, smartest, most handsome guy ever, dude. Of course, man. You don't even need to ask me, bro. You know, I'm just the smartest guy ever, dude. Listen, I'm hilarious. I'm super funny. I could probably be a stand-up comedian if I really wanted to. I'm also like the smartest guy ever. You know, I scored like a 250 on my IQ test. You know, I'm balling out of control. I got Lamborghinis, mansions. You know. No, I'm just joking. Obviously sarcastic, guys, you know. But yeah, you don't want to boost my ego any more than it already is.
Yeah, I know, right? Was I surprised? I mean, not really.
Not really. My media was actually very dark.
Yeah.
And so, you know.
And his maiden name, their family, I guess both of them had a...
Here, wait. What, bud? Here, hold on. My son's yelling, guys. Hold on. Alright, my son wanted us to charge his iPad. What do you think Ray Ray will be in DNA test? I don't know, man.
Here, I'm gonna have to look up.
Mongolian. I had a little bit of Asian in it. I have to look it up. It's been a while since I've looked it up.
Yeah, and
But what was cool? Oh, go ahead.
Well, no, I was just gonna say I need to look up like what exactly it was too, like the name of what. Here, I'm signing into my 23andMe real quick. I know exactly Ray Ray. People need to stop making him feel like he's like the coolest person ever.
Yeah, I was just joking, man. Like I said, my head's not that big. I'm doing all right. You know, I'm happy with my life. Don't get it wrong, but I don't think I'm the smartest guy ever or the most attractive. Like, I'm just joking, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't think I'm that serious. I'm not that conceited. You know, I'm just messing with y'all.
All right.
But yeah, look, y'all want to see my grandmother? You know, so it's like I kind of knew before I took it, I was like, I told my dad, I was like, I'm sure we probably have some African American in us. I'm sure we probably have some Native American in us. And my dad was like, yeah, you know. But let me find my grandmother.
Let me see.
I don't know if y'all be able to see it. I'll probably have to send the picture.
And they've been updating this, the 23andMe, like your test results. They've been like.
Yeah, they've been updating mine too.
Yeah, so I'm 4.6% Spanish and Portuguese, a little bit of Italian, and just broadly Southern European.
Yeah.
And then, let me see. I need to find the name of this because I remember I thought it was interesting. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Ray. All these people making him feel good about himself. I'm having trouble pulling it up.
Here it is.
Eastern European. See, now I can't find the name of it.
Look, I'll show y'all a picture of my grandmother. What?
Let's go.
Oh, my head is huge. I have a huge head. My son has a huge head too. Speaking specifically physical, not like ego, but I have a huge head. One day we bought my son, when he was like 3 years old, we bought my son a hat for like 5-year-olds, and we put it on, and this hat seriously like sat over my son's head, didn't even fit around his head. It was his head's so big. My son's got a monstrous head, you know. But yeah, let me
Are you putting the picture of your Mimi up?
Yeah, this is my grandmother. So like I said, we kind of knew we had a little bit of African American in us, but, you know, it was cool to find out. You know, that's my grandmother. My Mimi, because it's a Cajun name. But yeah, that's my grandmother. She passed away when I was like 14. You know, but she was cool. Yeah, man, the Dos Equis guy. Hey, well, thank you, KH. I'm happy with my wife. Yeah, man, she's cool. But yeah, that's my grandmother.
Thank you. That's nice.
AMD pulling all the way back. Yeah.
Or JB.
I see him.
He once had an awkward moment just to see how
He
it
lives.
felt.
He lives vicariously through himself. Yeah, I love it, man. Love it. Yeah, his shirts never wrinkle.
You still gonna get in a new trade too?
I don't know, man. I'm waiting. Tesla looks alright. I mean, I'm green on the day now. I'm up $15. I'd probably down after commissions, but it's not a bad way to end the day, I guess. Remember, guys, to hit that subscribe button, though. We day trade live. Hit that subscribe button, man.
It's the grandmother on his mom's side.
Yeah,
so
it's my
his
mom's side.
mom.
Yeah. Remember, guys, hit that subscribe button. We day trade live on stream every weekday morning for free right here on YouTube. And so hit that subscribe button, click the bell. We go live every day. We need one more like to break 100 likes in this stream. So hit that like button, team. And Cuba imports cigars from him. Love it, man. Love it. That's probably my favorite one. Yeah. LK, guys. LK, I know Gideon talked about this one earlier. She was talking about this one. LK pulling back to the VWAP. Looks interesting.
All right, guys. Just got back. Dog's been sick, so looks like I got stopped out. Looks like that's gonna be it for today.
Yeah.
You said your dog's sick? What?
Yeah, my dog.
Oh no.
He's been having diarrhea, so I
Oh
had to
no,
go
man.
on the emergency run out. So
Oh man. Sorry to hear that, bro.
there it goes.
Yeah, I hope he gets better, man.
All right, guys, that's gonna be it from me. You guys always stick with our Discord, and if you guys haven't already, definitely sign up for the competition. It's gonna be absolutely free. Best part about the competition is I really think it's gonna be fun to trade with big sizing, trying to make those big gains. I know a lot of you guys see those guru videos, and really what it's all about is learning how to perfect your system, because as you grow in size, you're always gonna grow in emotions. And really what you need to learn is to perfect your system first. That's what we stress every day, is working on our system, because once you perfect your system, then you can really size up and make those big time gains. But until you don't get that process down, we always recommend stay small, learn your process, and keep working.
That's right. Yeah, guys, so you want to join our team for the World Series of Day Trading, I'll post this link here as well. It goes on for 6 days. Registration ends on the 10th. Again, it goes on for 6 trading days. You get a free demo account to trade with for those 6 days. And so at the very least, you're going to get a demo account. And at the best, you might actually win free trading packages. The top 3 people in my team win packages. The top 20 people in the competition also win packages. And again, it's completely free to sign up for and enter. There's the link if you want to join. Like I said, I don't think there's any really downside. At the very least, you're going to get a paper account to trade with for a week. It's not that bad. Also, if you want to use the same platform that Mitch and I use, I'll post this link here as well. Super cheap. You get for $375, you get a course, a demo account, chat room access. Then you get to become an independent contractor for them. Trade a funded account with 14,000 in buying power in it with no PDT rule, shorting ability, plus more. And I genuinely think it's the best option for new traders that want to get started if they have less than $1,000. Because if you think about what your other options are, you're basically going to have to save up thousands, deposit that into a conventional platform, and then most of the time you're not going to get as much buying power regardless, and it's still going to, most of the time new traders are just going to lose. And so for $375, the fact that you can get all of that stuff, I think it just makes sense. It's a cheap way to eliminate some of that risk that you take when you're first getting started in the market. And like I said, I think from a risk reward perspective, the max loss is $700, and so you're only paying $375, roughly half of that, a little bit over half of that. And so from a risk rewards perspective, it's solid. And again, it operates like a prop firm, and so I think it just makes sense. I don't think there's anywhere else in the trading world that if you spend less than $500, you're going to get to trade with that much buying power and also get to short stocks. I don't think there's anywhere else. Paper trading platforms in 3 months are going to cost the equivalent of an intro package. And so why not get a funded account with tons of buying power that you can actually potentially make money on? I think that just makes sense. And so I'll post this link here as well. If you want to use the scanners that we use, Trade Ideas Test Drive is starting in the next week, and you basically get to try out Trade Ideas Test Drive for 2 entire weeks for $9, for $8.99. To put it into perspective, my subscription to Trade Ideas costs roughly $120, and so half of that would be $60. You could try out half of a month for $9. I think it just makes sense. I'll post that link here as well.
Yeah, I think the really cool part of the test drive, guys, is you also get to try their AI. So if you wanted to ever try an AI, check it out.
Yeah, 100%. You can also try that out as well. And yeah, guys, appreciate all the love. We did get over 100 likes today, so we definitely appreciate that. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, guys. We got a lot of new subs today, so thank you for all the new subs. Appreciate everyone who took the time to like this video. Be on the lookout for a few videos this weekend. And yeah, love you guys. Have a good day. Thanks for all the support. Everybody thank Carol, my wife, for being here. Ask her to come back soon, and she will, hopefully. But yeah, guys, good luck in the markets. We'll see you all tomorrow. Or yeah, we'll at least have a video we'll put out tomorrow. So subscribe, click the bell, and you'll get an alert when we upload that video. All right, guys, have a good day. We'll see you all then. And yeah, good luck in the markets, guys.
Bye, guys.